AFC East Roundtable. We are live yet again here on a Wednesday night, the main show. Don't ever forget the best division in the league, the AFC East, right? Shout out to everybody tuning into the chat. I mean, the chat's calling us out, calling us the AFC late table. But come on, give us a break, would you?
Richie was late.
I was not late. Relax. But our boy Patriots Global is not live with us because he's live on his own channel because we have some breaking news today of Matthew Judon going to the Atlanta Falcons. We'll talk about that. Got to give a big shout out to BetUS Sportsbook for powering today's show, baby. BetUS Sportsbook, you guys can get a 125% sign-up bonus on your first 3 deposits. Link in the description. You'll hear more about BetUS in just a bit. We got the usual, the Huddle crew right now.
Let's go!
Should I change it? Now it's the Huddle crew.
Now it's the Huddle crew, baby.
Wait, am I on this side of it or am I over here? Now I'm forgetting.
I'm over here.
No, you're on the other side, right over there. Hey,
I'm over here.
Don't worry. I imagine.
Over.
Now, I imagine that Colby is going to be joining us here shortly. But do you blame him for being live on his own channel? Because the only hope the New England Patriots potentially had for being competitive was their defense, and they trade away their heart and soul of the defense for a bag of Doritos and a half-eaten candy bar, what would assume to be. Guys, everybody, welcome to another edition of the AFC East Roundtable. Man, we are so excited. Let's do a round of applause of Roundtable Sports so far, boys.
Woo! Week 2, baby.
Round of applause, man. And listen, here's the deal. We're so happy with all of our new shows, but when I'm seeing the AFC West Roundtable absolutely dominate us in views, the AFC West Roundtable had more views than the AFC East Roundtable did. So we can't let that happen, folks.
That's all from Raider Nation, by the way. Raider Nation is different.
Raider Nation is different. It is absolutely different. So, folks, if you want to help us out, smash that like button, guys. Like button goal today is 500 while we're all day, man.
And speaking about Dan, can I just add to that? So Dan did something really cool last week. We took a tally. It was week 1 of Roundtable Sports Network. He did a tally of the rankings of the views of the divisions. And AFC West beat the AFC East in their first ever show? I was like, what? That's crazy. The AFC West Roundtable beat this Roundtable that's been live for 5 years. Guys, we can't let that happen.
At all.
I mean, if it keeps happening, I guess we can't complain because we have one that's better than us, but we got to stand home and remember who started this thing. What if AFC West takes over the whole network?
Now listen, what's going to happen is that once week 1 rolls around and everybody that took the off season off, right? Like a lot of football fans are footballed out. They're sad that their favorite team ripped their hearts out of their chests, whether by not making the playoffs or losing a heartbreaker in the playoffs by itself. So I fully anticipate this, but shout out to all the OGs in the chat. In fact, chat, sound off right now in the chat. Let us know what team you're currently representing.
So, Dan, I gotta even tell you, man, I think the like goal is a little too low because guess how many likes the AFC West Roundtable got last night?
How many?
670.
All right, no, man.
Guys, the AFC West Roundtable in the second ever episode got 670 likes. That's crazy, bro.
Listen, we're going to need.
It's the craziest thing I've ever seen.
We're going to need, all right?
Oh, my God.
800 like buttons smash this entire episode right now. 195 of you in here. Folks, thank you so much. Shout out to our boy Ty coming on in with a chat. Yo, Richie, just got my media day pass.
Let's go, Ty.
Let's go, Jets. TD, we cooking the Dolphins. He's rolling on in.
Ty is coming through to Jets Media Day 2024. Shout out to you, man. Cannot wait to have you part of the building. I'll send you your ticket. Probably either right now. I can send it to you right now. You want me to send it to you right now? I can send it to you. Dan and TD, would you mind if I played my Jets Media Day commercial? So for the people,
enjoy.
We have a round table.
Go ahead, man.
I'm getting ready.
I mean, shameless plug. We don't have to play it.
No, we can, man. Listen, play it.
Yeah, for sure.
I thought it was cool. I mean, the cool
Please.
thing about it is we're going to have a Roundtable Sports event commercial coming out soon to promote the events that we're going to have. So don't you guys worry. Don't forget, Bills-Jets, Week 6, Monday Night Football, if you want to come watch the game with us. Also, Week 14, Jets-Dolphins. Tickets are still available. But Speaking of Jets Media Day, Ty Boogie purchased a ticket to Jets Media Day. There's only a limited amount left. And if you guys don't know what Jets Media Day is, this is it right here. Jets Media Day 2024 is leveling things up this season as I secured our group, The Hangar, a private upscale suite exclusive only for us. Join me, Richie Melora, for an unforgettable game day experience at the New York Jets vs. Denver Broncos Week 4 matchup this season. The tailgate party will be hosted by Gotham City Crew, and I will be doing a Jets Media live pregame show right from the tailgate. Last but not least, get post-game access to MetLife Stadium's turf after the game is over with the entire group. You will not want to miss the 3rd annual Jets Media Day event this year. Contact me on social media or my email for more information on where to secure your tickets. Jets Media Day 2024 is going to be an unforgettable experience this season. Can't wait to see you guys there. Jets, 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 Jets. We dropping 70 on those Broncos in that game, baby. Let's go.
Oh, man. Folks, I'll tell you what. Thank you so much for tuning in. You did read that title correctly. That is right. We are going to be breaking down everything that we witnessed from week 1 of the preseason, maybe touching a bit on some joint practices if our teams are participating, some trending news around each and every single organization. Hopefully when Colby gets in here, we can unpack Matthew Judon absolutely leaving the AFC East for the Atlanta Falcons. Mm-hmm. And I know why a hell of a lot of you are in this show tonight, because you just so happen to see our QB rankings from the AFC East. If you're a Bills fan in the chat and you are just waiting to hear TD explain himself, let yourself be heard. All right. Because trust me, we're going to be discussing this, but you know what? Have to give a giant shout out to today's sponsor. All right. BetUS. And folks, BetUS is hands down the best sports book on the face of the planet when it comes into anything that you can imagine sports betting. I'm talking over-unders. I'm talking money lines. I'm talking all the way down to player props and NFL futures. BetUS needs to be your number one place to go. They are matching 125% of your first 3 deposits all the way up to $2,000. So for those of you that struggle with math, say, for example, you put $100 down for your first deposit, boom, you have an additional 125. And that's the same case for the following 2 deposits you put down. This is the best promo that any sportsbook in the market has today. So if you want to get in on the action, which I know you degenerates do, smash that link in the description and get in on the action, as Richie has the AFC conference titles right in front of you. And look at that. The Buffalo Bills are the highest out of the AFC East. Isn't that funny? Or maybe we could even say that BetUS knows what they're talking about. Plus 1,000 for the Buffalo Bills.
They didn't even put the Dolphins on here because they know that's not even a possibility.
Not even a possibility, man. They didn't even want to waste their graphic.
They didn't want to waste their talent of making the graphic. But shout out to none other than BetUS.
Michael Vick at BetUS.com. Catch an incredible 125% sign-up bonus on your first 3 deposits, plus 10% gambler's insurance. BetUS, my online sportsbook and casino.
TD, your thoughts of the Miami Dolphins not even being featured on that graphic?
Well, first of all, I'm sorry. I was looking down for the first 9 minutes of the video.
Yeah, what were you doing?
I was getting my evidence together for tonight because I'm so sick of being disrespected. We're going to get into that later. But ladies and gentlemen, buckle your seatbelt. Buckle your seatbelt because I'm sick of the disrespect from Dan Mitchie, Richie Melora, Colby Cochran. I'm sick of the disrespect from all y'all fans out there. I'm giving it to y'all tonight. But listen, they ain't got to put us at the top of the list for BetUS. They don't have to because there ain't no money to be made. There ain't no money to be made on this because we would have been negative. We would have been the favorite. They know who's going to win the Super Bowl this year. It's going down, man. Ladies and gentlemen, the Dolphins are on a new high. I'm excited. I'm coming for blood tonight. I ain't playing with none of y'all tonight. Just get ready, Dan Mitchell, especially you. Because I've been listening to
trust me. I got my receipts too, baby. Trust me. I got my receipts.
To you on your streams. I got you.
Oh, you've been studying my streams, man.
Oh, yeah.
Buckle up, folks. We're just getting started here.
And I quote your exact words. TD needs to be locked up and thrown in jail immediately for that. That's all right. I got you. Let's go. Talk to me, Hennessy.
Hennessy says, did Colby retire too? No. Colby is live on his own channel right now. Matthew Judon is a New England Patriot. So if you guys are wondering where Patriots Global is, go check out his live. He's live. I mean, you got to give him – I give him a pass. I mean, if the Jets traded away Hassan Reddick, I'm not rotting away on this show. I got to be on Jets Media, baby. Come on now. No, in all seriousness, Patriots Global is live on his show, and he's doing a phenomenal job hosting the NFC South Roundtable and the AFC West Roundtable. By the way, that AFC West Roundtable show that we said at 670 likes, hosted by Colby. Interesting stuff. Now, let's get into business, though. You guys want to talk about the Matthew Judon? You want to wait for Colby to come in to do that? Should we do the quarterback rankings? Should we talk about preseason? Where should we go, Dan Mitchell? Because there's so many ways we can go. But the first thing that we have to do is remind the people to smash the like button. We have to get 670 likes on this video if we want to top what the AFC West Roundtable did. I said 675 minutes ago. It's already at 675. How'd that happen? People are rewatching it already. Guys, we have to get more likes in the AFC West Roundtable. We cannot let them be the #1 show. Do us a favor. Smash the like button. Where are we going with the topics, Dan? You let me know.
It's that AFC East community. You know what? I feel like that I want to build up anticipation because everyone's here for the quarterback rankings. Everybody wants to hear the delusion that's going to be coming from the right side of the screen. So what I will tell you, I feel like we should unpack a little bit of the preseason. I feel like we've beat it like a dead horse for the past couple of days. So maybe just like lightly touching on it, but then also what we're really trying to see preseason week 2. And then maybe any new developments. Like, for example, I'm sure everyone wants to hear about the Hassan Reddick situation over in New York.
Matthew Judon.
Matthew Judon as well. We're waiting for Colby, though, because we need to hear his thoughts on this. But I'll tell you what, Richie, start off with Hassan Reddick. What the hell's going on with this situation? All right?
I asked you what we're going to talk about. This we got to bring up, Dan, really? Come on.
Have to, because we're in the business of entertaining. All right. And we want to hear a little bit about Hassan Reddick, your thoughts of what needs to happen. And then more importantly, what you hope to see from your team preseason week 2 coming on up. Talk to us.
Yeah, I mean, listen, the Hassan Reddick situation is definitely not ideal. The Jets are holding their ground and saying, we're not trading you. And Hassan Reddick is like, I want my money. And the Jets are telling Hassan Reddick, well, we're not going to even negotiate a contract until you show up to the facility. Let's be honest with ourselves. Hassan Reddick has not showed up. He went to the press conference after it got traded to the Jets and said, like, I'm going to put the team first. I'm going to do all these things. How's that going? Hassan Reddick's agent is also the same agent as CeeDee Lamb, was the same agent as DK Metcalf, who, by the way, admitted to bluffing the Seahawks, to telling him that I'm going to hold in if you don't extend me. And then they extended him, and DK's like, I got him. Same agent. So the Jets know that. The Jets have all the leverage in the situation. And as of right now, I don't see anything happening in terms of like meeting in the middle. It's disappointing because this is a season where Jets fans are really excited to go all in and try to, have a special season. And the one thing that I will say about it that's refreshing is this is definitely not a distraction. It's not a distraction to the team. It's just more like, we're missing out on a polished premier pass rusher that can literally take this defense to a level we haven't seen before maybe. Because I'm expecting this defense to do the same thing as last year. I'm not like, that's the standard for the Jets defensively. Can they match what they did last year? If they can match what we did last year defensively, we're going to the playoffs if Aaron Rodgers is healthy. That's like a fact. So, but with Hassan Reddick, there's another level to this defense because that's a double-digit sack guy mixed in with Jermaine getting even better, mixed in with year 2 of Will McDonald coming in off the edge, and of course, the rest of the roster. So, as of right now, it's a stalemate, and we're just waiting to see what's cooking up with Hassan Reddick. Now, when it comes to the Jets preseason, I'll keep it short and simple. The youthful talent really shined. Braylon Allen is a brute. The youngest player in the NFL is the hardest running back in the NFL to bring down. You get this guy in the open field, good luck tackling him, bro. He will deck you and get an extra 4 to 5 yards. Isaiah Davis, our other rookie running back, looked polished. Our rookie left tackle, Olu, looked beautiful out there. Malachi Corley, a wide receiver, making plays, heads-up plays. And then the undrafted free agent, the UFL MVP, the UFL champion, Adrian Martinez, looking like Patty Mahomes out there. Our franchise quarterback of the future. It's a joke. Would you relax? Defensively, we had Jarek Bernard Converse, our year 2 corner from LSU. looking really good. I mean, the Jets have him and then Quantez Stiggers are rookie corners. Those are our two corners that the Jets are developing to. One of them will replace DJ Reed after the season because we're not going to extend him long term. But outside of that, man, Will McDonald had a really cool pass rush move, even though we got called for the roughing the passers. Got to clean that up. And then last but not least, the undrafted free agent star, Leonard Taylor III for the New York Jets. Dominating. Looking like Quinnen Williams out there. It's against backups. But if you're undrafted and you're playing the preseason, you got to look like you're a Quinnen Williams-esque talent, and he did just that. So a lot to be excited about for the Jets. Negative things, some penalties early on. Tyrod Taylor and the offense, it took them a little bit. We only saw 2 series with Tyrod, didn't score either one. Penalties were the reasons for those 2 issues. But outside of that, man, a lot of positives coming out of the New York Jets in the preseason.
See, it's funny because I feel like we've beaten this topic down, but for anybody that doesn't tune into BetUS TV's The Huddle and wants to hear it again, I think you'll understand that TD and I have like a pretty similar take on this. Richie said it beautifully earlier today. He said, you know what? Hassan Reddick is absolutely screwed. He has no leverage whatsoever. I understand where he's coming from as a professional. He's getting older, right? He wants to get that last bag. Let's be honest with ourselves. Father Time is not being kind to him. We all know that the second that you start to witness a step back is only moments before you end up falling off of a cliff entirely. So I don't see the Jets wanting to give him a 3 to 4 year deal. I don't. I just don't think it's financially responsible, especially how good they draft. Why would you invest in this guy? However, I do think that him being on that team does make you better. That rotation, what makes the Jets so dangerous is that rotation on the defensive line side of things. And as Richie said, he said, listen, if dude isn't out there by week 6, guess what? We have rights to him again next year. So he's double screwed. So what's ultimately going to happen? What in their right minds would the Jets actually trade Hassan Reddick for? Maybe just to keep a cancerous personality out of the locker room, perhaps. Maybe they're afraid that this would be like a culture, like dampening sort of thing. But I don't know. I mean, he can request a trade, but at the end of the day, I just don't see him going anywhere. I really don't see him going anywhere with this overall thing. Sucks because y'all, y'all should have just paid Bryce Huff. That's what I got to say. TD, what do you say? Talk to us.
Yeah, I've been talking about this extensively. I've come to a conclusion today at the end of the Huddle show. The Jets are going to pay Hassan Reddick. Mm-hmm. I think that a deal is going to end up getting reached. And I think that it'll happen within the next week and a half. I give it 10 days and they'll pay him. They put themselves in this situation and they tried to basically get over on him if he didn't take the contract they wanted to offer. So I think they'll figure it out. They'll pay him. I'm still a believer that the Jets financials are in good position for the future. I don't think I understand they got some players on the roster they should have paid, but to be quite honest with you, if you want to be mad at anyone, I think the Jets need to be a little concerned about the GM. Not concerned because every GM gambles. Every GM take chances, and I honestly ain't nothing wrong with this. It's just it's a bad situation now, and I think they'll make do, and they'll figure it out together.
It's a beautiful thing. Let's go ahead and hit up some of these super chats. Nicholas Paz coming out and saying, "I love the way our defense is looking. People are underrating them. Only thing I'm worried about is the interior offensive line. Hope it works out. Fins up. I'd be concerned about your run defense too, my friend." Hennessy, what's going on? Richie, don't even let them know about our rising stars. Well, TD already knows. Play the clip, man. Just
okay,
an absolute arsenal.
I got the clip.
Oh, here y'all go. So that's what we doing. Y'all jumping on me tonight. All right, go ahead.
Hey,
play your look clip.
It's part of the game.
I got you.
It's part of the game, Richie. You got it?
I got y'all.
What's wrong?
I got you.
He doesn't want me to play it, man.
I want the Josh Allen.
Don't worry, I'm ready.
And so I want the Josh Allen's trash shirt with the Waste Management logo. What happened to that one? I was in the store a few months ago. D Mamo, do we still have that merch in the store?
Dan probably got rid of it because he didn't like it.
No. Listen, I gritted my teeth with that original design. I allowed it to be the highest selling piece of merchandise we had in the store. All right. I would not delete merch. I promise you that. Although how factual and how silly you look wearing it, man. One of my
no longer in the shop. We should put it back though.
All right, listen, we will bring it back. And what actually brought a smile to my face was when the Buffalo Bills ended up stealing the AFC East last season, and we ended up winning that game and to send the Dolphins back to the wild card, I was just thinking in the back of my head, I'm like, I wonder how many fools are wearing that Josh Allen trash shirt right now. I was just thinking about it. I was just like, how many of these dudes are like crying in that monstrosity of a merchandise design that we dropped? That truly brought me joy. And I absolutely loved it. But hey, listen, man, we're going to have it back in there, but make sure you wear it week 2 and just do me a favor and send me a selfie of you bawling your eyes out when we beat you week 2 as well. Nicholas Paz, and I've gone to training camp. My boy, he's talking about that. Jet Set Fool 2-4, Brees and Braylon, the Killer Bees. I like that a lot.
The Killer Bees, indeed.
Are going to be the best running back duo in the league. JETS, Jets. Shout out to the AFC East Roundtable, Dan, TD, Richie, and Colby. Jet Set Fool, man. We appreciate you.
My favorite part, real quick, about the Braylon Allen draft pick was after those 2 highlight plays, I tweeted it, and it went viral. And you look at the quote tweets, it's Dallas Cowboys fans crying they didn't draft him. It's Ravens fans. How did the Jets get Braylon Allen? Other people are like, poor Braylon Allen. He could be a bell cow on anybody else's team, but now he has to sit behind Brees Hall because Brees is that good. Oh, it feels good to be spoiled.
Oh, my God, guys. 347 of you in the chat right now on YouTube. Guys, if you're watching on Twitter and you want to be a part of the live chat community, trust me, you do. Please come on over to YouTube, introduce yourself, subscribe, and turn on those notifications because we have a hell of a season for you. We have Dolphins fans coming at TD about his rankings right now. Michael, $10 donation, says, TD, you better have a very convincing argument because even I, as a Dolphins fan, can admit I would rather have Allen than Tua. Ooh, injected in my veins, baby. I mean, can y'all imagine Allen with the Dolphins' weapons? Guaranteed Super Bowl. I like this Dolphins fan. I'm not entirely
Michael.
Might be a Bills fan.
No, Michael, listen to me, man. I got you tonight. I'm gonna make it crystal clear. We gonna end this thing for once and for all.
Oh no!
I got the evidence.
That's gonna be 5 hours.
We gonna end this once and for all.
I'm not backing down on this one. Nicholas Paz, run defense has looked good so far. Nicholas Paz, it is training camp and the preseason, my friend.
I got the clip.
Bring it up.
Now this is an edit though of TD Finstock. This is of Hennessy's request.
Oh, see, they added it, y'all. It's fake news. They put clips together to try to make me seem like I did something I didn't. So go ahead. Play your clip.
So do you want me to bring you the source material of your actual show?
Sure do.
Okay, then pause. I'll get you the source material if you don't want to see the edit.
Cease and desist.
All right, I'm still playing it because this is his words. This is not edited. It's just edited to make it look funny.
Just play the edit, folks. Just play the edit.
Dolphin fans, you tripping. Brees Hall, they right now the best running and catching back outside of Christian McCaffrey in the league. The depth of the Jets O-line might be better than our whole O-line unit. Like real talk. I'm sorry. It is what it is. I think we're going to sweep Buffalo this year. Maybe, and I sure hope so. But don't sweep Buffalo and replace it with getting swept by the Jets. It is a fact that they're deeper than us on the O-line, deeper than us at linebacker. It is a fact that they're deeper than us on the D-line. Better cornerback unit overall. Well, let's stop lying to ourselves. The Jets have a better roster than the Miami Dolphins. That's actually a fact, man. I don't have to sit here and be a homer and just tell you, oh, we're better. They got a better roster by far. Man, listen, this AI is getting out of control. Man.
All right, I'll show you the source material then if he's going to go that route.
No, you ain't got to show no source. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not sugarcoating nothing. I've made it very clear. The Jets got a deeper roster than the Miami Dolphins. Their O-line is stacked from starters to backups. Some of their backups could start on our O-line. I'm not knocking that, as their cornerback core as a whole is slightly better than ours, okay? Their linebacking core is just straight up better than ours. But we got better safeties. We got better individual players like Tyreek Hill clears, Ramsey. Well, I ain't gonna say he clears Salisbury better, but that's debatable. I ain't gonna argue that tonight. But the point of the matter is, what I'm telling y'all is the Jets are loaded this year. They are poised to make a legitimate run, but it's still going to come down to that washed-up quarterback they got. That's all that matters. And that's the point that I'm making. I ain't got to sugarcoat what I said. That washed up quarterback gonna send the whole castle falling down to the ground. The Jets ain't gonna do nothing because they don't know that Aaron Rodgers is washed at this point. And I can't wait to get on Josh
Aaron Rodgers. One simple question.
Ask it.
Your notion about him washed, right? Simple question.
Tied with bleach.
Does that mean, like when you say he's washed, does that mean you think he's just not going to stay healthy? He's going to get hurt? Or do you think he's washed to the point where he's healthy and he sucks and he's not going to be a good quarterback?
He healthy and he average.
I guess that's good enough with the roster we got.
There ain't no good enough with no roster you got. You get in them playoffs, you can't take no average.
This is the best thing about it. The fact that you're like creating a false narrative, like you're hoping he's washed. But guess what, TD? He ain't washed. I promise you that. Listen, I see him at practice every day. He's the opposite, throwing dimes left and right, moving mobility.
No, Richie. Did you see him in week 6 last year? How washed he was? He was non-existent. Did you see him in week 9? He was non-existent on the field.
That's different. If you expect him to get injured, that's one thing. That's okay. That's different. He's got to stay healthy. But when a healthy Aaron Rodgers, there's no evidence of it being washed.
When healthy, Richie, that little raggedy average season he had in Green Bay before he came to y'all.
The same season he beat Tua in Miami.
No, that was the pre-stages of washed. Now he washed.
So he beat Tua washed, by the way, and the Dolphins.
So how about an objective opinion right here? Okay, because I do enjoy giving the Jets credit. I do enjoy giving Aaron Rodgers credit here and there. Make no mistake, we all know who the best quarterback in the AFC East is. It's Josh Allen, bar none. However, I do want to say this about Aaron Rodgers and even about their quarterback situation by itself. Even if Rodgers goes down, let's stop looking at this quarterback position because now that they have Tyrod Taylor, who I think is very serviceable, I think that, dude, you're trying to tell me that you trust Zach Wilson more than you trust Tyrod Taylor, that you trust Tim Boyle.
No.
He thinks Tyrod's a bum,
I know what y'all did.
Tyrod?
Nope. Y'all called each other before
I would take Tyrod over Tua right now, to be honest.
I already know what y'all did. Y'all called each other before the show and said, we going to just make up outlandish takes to make TD mad. Why are we talking about Tyrod Taylor? Like, can we not do this?
All right, listen. What I'm trying to say is that the Jets' problem was never the quarterback position. The Jets' problem was making sure that they could stay healthy, specifically within the trenches. If you want to take a look and ask about the Jets, right? If you want to say, all right, listen, I'm concerned about y'all's offensive line with the history behind it of you guys not being able to stay healthy and not being able to keep your quarterback safe. It doesn't matter if Aaron Rodgers puts up numbers like he did his final year in Green Bay. Like, Richie, what did you say? Like, that would be like the best statistical season from a
Jets quarterback,
a Jets QB ever
since Fitzpatrick.
It's true, man. Really? Listen, as far as it plays out, right? Like, yes, Aaron Rodgers doesn't have that ability. Like, he is getting a bit older. He probably can't extend plays as well as he used to, as far as, running outside of the pocket. However, I mean, dude, look at his weapons right now, dude. He has 2 of the best running backs in the damn game. He has Garrett Wilson, who creates separation like no other. Is Malachi Corley. I mean, TD, I'm just trying to prep you, brother, because I promise you, the Dolphins finished 3rd place this year, man. I see what you're doing, TD.
No. I see what they're doing, and he's doing it with a straight face. That's the crime about it. And Richie, I was honest. I was transparent. I admitted y'all was loaded. But if you sit here and let him lie to these people like this.
What did he say that was a lie?
Tyrod, the problem with the Jets last year wasn't the quarterback. That's what he said. If you sit here and let this man, even Low-Ski will tell you, where Low-Ski at when you need him? Low-Ski, where you at? Get in here.
Well, obviously the problem was
the quarterback because our quarterback was hurt. Not the quarterback. I'm saying the problem right now this season is not the quarterback. It's more of the trenches by itself. They've upgraded in the insurance policy of the QB. Yeah, Tyrod Taylor is leaps and bounds better than what Zach Wilson was for the New York Jets. So at the end of the day,
Dan, y'all in cahoots because I'm finna give you that business by Josh Allen tonight. Y'all in cahoots.
No. Listen, man. As soon as we're done with this topic, I'm going to show you guys a little video. It's not the topic, but I have a theory about the Buffalo Bills. After we're done talking about the Jets here, I'm going to show you guys a nice little edit of myself, and I'm going to give you my new narrative that I am going to be pounding the table on all season. And you're going to be so frustrated when you see it come to fruition, baby. Go ahead, Richie. Keep talking.
I just need to say, like, the notion that TD's holding on to this narrative that Aaron Rodgers is washed, it's exactly where we want him, Jets fans, because that is a hope. That's what I want to make sure that's clear. TD's saying it like it's a fact. 100% fact Rodgers is washed up. Where he has zero evidence behind that. Zero.
See, Richie, maybe I would backtrack, but you riding this Tyrod Taylor wave is the
I didn't mention Tyrod. I said
thing I have ever heard in my life. It's
when
the
did I mention Tyrod? That was Dan.
Well, you ain't say nothing to him, knowing that is blasphemy.
Okay, Tyrod being better than Tua, definitely a stretch. But what Dan said about Tyrod being better than Zach Wilson, that's what he's talking about. If Rodgers goes down for a game or two, Tyrod has every single ability to win football games. TD, my thing about you, I think you're disrespecting like who Tyrod Taylor is. He's a 28-28 quarterback. Has a 500 record. You're making it seem like this guy is a loser and he sucks. And like with the defense that Jets have and the playmakers around him, you don't think Tyrod can do enough to help us win football games if his name is called, which by the way, I hope is never called?
Jets fans all around the world, if Aaron Rodgers got hurt and Tyrod was in the playoffs for the first round, are y'all going to win a playoff game?
We're talking if he misses a few games. If Rodgers goes down for the playoffs, that's a different story. If Rodgers goes out for the season, we're back to square one with hopeful of trying to make the team. Let's not forget the Jets had 7 wins with Zach Wilson last year. You don't think Tyrod Taylor could do better than that?
Tyrod in the AFC is a below 500 quarterback.
If our defense does what we did last year,
AFC.
Listen, I'm not sitting here and saying that the Jets are going to win the division with Tyrod. All I'm saying is you think if Tyrod has to play 3 or 4 games, we're going to lose all of them, and Tyrod's not good enough to help us win as a backup. I could argue he's one of, if not the best backup in the league. Who's a better backup than Tyrod?
I mean, he's a good backup, Richie.
He is the A-list of backups.
First off, he's the best backup in this division. I mean, that's bar none.
And I hope he never plays.
Josh Allen is the best backup in the division.
Oh man, dude,
I can't wait. I can't. You know what? This year is gonna be beautiful. You know what? We have a great relationship, fellas. We really do. I think this year is going to be the first time that y'all literally be in y'all feelings and be mad at me like legitimately, because I ain't going to hold up. When y'all losing games and y'all I ain't going to
we went through it last year.
No. This is different.
Same thing.
Yeah. Don't try to tell me like anything's going to be different.
Yeah, like we
same energy every year. You have the same energy every year.
But TD, the same thing's going to happen. Watch. I'm going to predict it. The Miami Dolphins start off the season red hot. They're first place in the AFC East. They're 5-1. TD's on
first round bye.
They're just on cloud 9. Guess what? Tua's in the MVP conversation. And then by the end of the season, he's not even a finalist. That's what's going to happen.
You know what, Richie? You want to know something that I really realized? I was even scared about us bombing it in the last 5 games of the season. But you know what gave me hope? We got the Jets twice on our schedule in the last 5. We straight. Ain't no way we ain't sweeping y'all. We straight. For the first time, no matter what happened in December, we getting at least 2 wins.
You better hope we're injured by then, because we're fully loaded. You're done. Toasted. You barely beat us with Zach Wilson. You barely beat us.
Man, you know what? I go out on the limb to say Tyrod Taylor might be starting one of them games, and you're gonna get toasted even worse.
Okay, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say Mike White's gonna be starting one of those games. Are we manifesting injuries to our quarterback now? What is this, TD?
You know what?
That's ridiculous.
Well, Richie, Mike White might be better than Tyrod technically. No, you used to have faith in Mike White.
Hey, wait. Did you just say like Tyrod's gonna be starting by the end of... You're the one that's manifesting an injury to our quarterback.
I ain't manifesting. Listen, hey, he old, man. You don't think I walk around here telling all these Dolphin fans, you better expect Teron Armstead 11 games. The man ain't played more than 11 games in 8 years. It just is what it is. When you old and you start breaking down, Now, you better hope your boy went to Egypt and got some of that Elixir and drink it on a regular basis.
Why do you think he went?
The fountain of youth.
Why do you think he missed minicamp? For that reason, we're good.
Listen, man. Oh, this is gonna be. I ain't gonna lie. This is the best season that I can't wait for.
Guys, you better come through to these events, because the first Jets Dolphins game we're gonna be at, and you guys can come with us. And I have to let you guys know right freaking now. Come through to the Jets Dolphins event. We got 24 people in freaking Miami, folks. Go get your link. Go get your tickets in the bio right now.
All right. So moving on. So I did tease this. Okay. I saw something today and I was wondering, like, last year was the greatest story ever told for me, right? Like, that was my narrative around the Buffalo Bills. But this, I was looking at the Buffalo Bills roster, boys, and it reminded me of a roster that a lot of people slept on back in the day. And I'll tell you what, I'm just going to play this video right here for all of us to see. Buckle up.
Oh my gosh.
Hold on.
I hope it don't work.
TikTok.
It will work.
Shutting down.
Why is it not working?
Of Cam Newton. Cam,
Ready? Go ahead.
here's the path I think for Josh. I actually think he has more similarities to the best of Cam Newton. Cam Newton's best year ever. It was Ted Ginn, Jericho Contree, Devin Funchess. That's who he had. And Cam had 600 yards rushing, 10 rushing touchdowns, and 3,800 yards passing. Josh does more than that every year. I don't think they can go 15-1, but I think it's where it's, fellas, get on my back. I'm going to be the offense.
Run it, folks. The Buffalo Bills. The Buffalo Bills in 2024
You just copyrighted our show,
mimic
man.
the hopefully not. The mimic.
Yeah.
Listen, the Buffalo Bills in 2024 are going to take the exact same path as the Carolina Panthers. Look at the similarities of the 2015 Carolina Panthers. Look at that. Wide receivers. No big names, but who did they have? They had a star-ass tight end, didn't they? Greg Olsen, Dalton Kincaid. I certainly think so. 2 amazing running backs, Ray Davis. And a quarterback that's better, that does Cam Newton better than Cam Newton. Listen, the Buffalo Bills are shocking the world right now. Book it, baby. And you know what? For anyone that's saying, oh my God, Dan's delusional, do me a favor and rewind and start watching some of these episodes of the AFC East Roundtable. Because anybody that thinks there's no way I'm correct, you must be new here. Because there's only one person on this panel that has been correct for the past 4 years. And everyone is obsessed with numbers. Everyone's obsessed with numbers over here. Like, oh my God, dude, Tua like passing mouse. Well, how about these numbers? Ever since the AFC's Roundtable has been launched, there's only been one person that has been correct about who has won the AFC East, and guess who that person is? Me. 15-1 Carolina Panthers, Buffalo Bills 2024.
What's going to be the record there? What's going to be y'all record there?
13-4.
When did Nick Wright say these things? He's flip-flopping on Josh Allen.
Man, he said, oh my gosh, this is ridiculous, man.
Hey.
Listen.
Dan's drinking the delusion.
No delusion. No. Listen, I see similarities. I see things, okay? And
I'm sorry to tell you this, but I don't think Josh Allen would ever replicate that Cam Newton MVP season. That was Superman-like.
He regularly throws over, like, his stats are better than Cam Newton's for the past 3 years during his MVP season. For the past couple of years.
Where the W's? Where's the Super Bowl appearance?
Listen, at the end of the day, I'm feeling very, very high on this Buffalo Bills team, man. Especially
we know you high on them.
Especially after feeling that.
How did you feel, Dan? How did you feel about Josh Allen saying that he packs Zins with Dalton Kincaid, though?
Dude, shout out my boy. As soon as when I heard that he was throwing upper deckies in with his
when are you gonna get Zin to sponsor us, Dan?
Should we? No. We have children watch our show. Don't do that, kids. Right? Don't do that, kids. We can't be having any sponsors over there. But from a personal one, if you want to send me some, let me know. But I don't know. I'm definitely feeling pretty good. And the man of the hour has just come in.
What's up, K? But listen, Kobe, it's okay, brother. It's okay, man.
Colby, let's go. The Pats
What am I supposed to do with this? This was the last jersey I had from an active player. Whose jersey do I even buy at this point? You know
Mac
what?
Jones.
I'm selling this. The Patriots, we're not going to be good this year. We know at this point we're probably a bottom 5 draft pick, or a top 5 draft pick, I should say. I could use the money. I'm sure a lot of Patriots fans won't be watching this upcoming season, so live watch parties are going to be pretty ass. So could use the cash. So we're selling this $20. $20. All right. We need dinner. We need food on the table for the family. $20. Take it. Don't leave it. Just take it, please. Guys, this has literally been like the most anxiety I've had in like the last hour.
So first off, right? I did hear that Barmore. You have no idea when he's coming back. How has your confidence changed since now that Judon is gone? Is it really that detrimental to the overall defensive production, or are you still somewhat positive that Mayo can still provide like a top 10 performance from this unit going in 2024, or is all hope lost?
Well, Dan, I love the fact that you thought I had a lot of confidence even rolling in with this. I mean,
I was
honestly,
talking defensively. I was talking defensively.
After this, my confidence, there's not much to it. Look, I understand Matthew Judon. By the way, Elliot Wolf, Patriots general manager, this guy's ice cold. He might be kind of quiet. He might smile on the scene. He might seem like this little cheerful guy. Bro, Matthew Judon's birthday's tomorrow. He literally shipped off the best player and said, you know what? F you. You're going to spend your birthday packing up boxes and being on a flight to Atlanta. That is the most messed up thing he could have possibly done. But look, it's a major hit to the Patriots because not only is he the face of the franchise, he's literally plastered as the Patriots' literal face of the franchise everywhere on their social media, fan favorite, but he's also their best player on the defense, and he's their best player in general. 32 years old, coming off of a complete bicep injury that took him out week 4, I want to say. But he hasn't slowed down in training camp. I mean, he's come back. He's averaging a sack a day. He had a pick 6 against the Patriots offense. He's looking as dominant as ever, and we still shipped him off. I think the most annoying thing is the fact that every single player that has gotten extensions this offseason were not the caliber of Matthew Judon. I love Christian Barmore. I think he'll be great, but right now he's not Matthew Judon. You signed Devon Godchaux, who's like about to be 30 years old. He's one of the worst defensive tackles in football. He got an extension before literally the face of your franchise and a top 10 edge rusher in the NFL. Look, here's what I'll say. I understand it. I don't like it. I understand it. And the best way that I can compare this situation is like, let's say you're in a relationship, right? You're in a relationship for a couple of years. You're down bad for this girl, right? Or guy. And let's say that one day they just randomly hit you up and they're like, my career's taking off. I really got to focus on my career. I got to focus on myself. You understand it. It's still a sucky situation. It don't make the pain hurt any less, but you understand it. That's literally the exact situation that is with Matthew Judon. The Patriots shipped him off for a 3rd round pick. He's 32 years old. Like I said, he's not going to be a part of this team when they start competing again because it's going to take a couple of years. That's why they're re-signing all of these young players who are in their young to mid-20s, who are in their prime. But again, with him being a fan favorite, it just hurts because he literally is the best player in the post-Tom Brady era. And I think what sucks even more is that the 2 fan favorites in the post-Tom Brady era, Judon and Kendrick Bourne, Judon's gone. And a week ago, they talked about trading Kendrick Bourne to the 49ers for Brandon Ayuk. So look, I don't know how they're going to get butts in the seat this upcoming season with how they're rolling. Look, I understand it's going to take a couple of years to be, through this rebuild. You have to kind of go through these trials and tribulations. You have to get over the hill to kind of start seeing the sunny days again. And I understand that, but it doesn't make the pain hurt any less. I don't really know what I'm looking forward to this upcoming season. Our offensive line sucks. Literally in joint practice with the Eagles yesterday, they allowed 10 freaking sacks. Drake May cannot start this upcoming season. What am I looking forward to? I don't know.
Or Colby, man. I've been there.
Now, what about the compensation, though? So, like, were you pissed about, like, just getting a 3rd round pick from it? Were you hoping to get more? Or was that reasonable?
You wish that you're going to get more, right? But, like, what leverage did the Patriots have? I mean, he's 32 years old. He's on the final year of his deal. The deal needs to be restructured at that. He has 0 guaranteed money. He probably wants an extension also. He's also coming off of a complete season-ending injury. The drama that's been going on social media and in training camp over the last couple of weeks, what leverage were the Patriots going to have to say, we want more than a 3rd round pick? Dan, the way that I see it is, and I said this on Bleacher Report earlier this week, and ironically goes to the Falcons, which is like the 1st or 2nd team that I projected him to go to. Makes nothing but sense that he went to the Falcons. I love that move for the Falcons, but I didn't want anything less than a 3rd. I said, if you pick up the phone for anything less than a 3rd, you are dumb. You are absolutely dumb, and you are just a joke of a franchise. Why? Because realistically, if the Patriots go out at the end of...
I can't believe Nick Wright actually said something good about... Sorry, yeah.
What was that? So at the end of 2024, if the New England Patriots just let Judon go into free agency, sign a massive deal, they would have gotten a 3rd round comp pick for him. Now they're supposed to lead the NFL in cap space, be 2nd in the NFL in cap space in 2025 at the end of this upcoming season. So they could have gotten a 3rd round comp pick, but let's say they go ahead and they sign like a T. Higgins to a massive deal that could have offset itself. At the very least, the Patriots are now guaranteed a 3rd round pick, right? So do you wish that they could have gotten better for someone who put up 15.5 sacks in 2022, was on pace yet again last year before getting injured to yet again reset his season record? Yeah, you do wish so. He's a top 10 edge rusher. He's in the conversation for Defensive Player of the Year every single year, but you have to look at the circumstances, and they got a 3rd round pick. Wish they could have gotten more, but I'm not going to argue about it.
Oh, Colby, man. I am terribly, terribly sorry. But there is 533 people in here right now.
Y'all gonna have to do a wellness check on me. Everybody in this chat gonna have to do a little bit of a wellness check on me for the next few weeks.
Yeah. So there is 533 people in here right now, which is a beautiful, beautiful thing, folks. Smash that like button for us. Helps us out tremendously. Like I said, we want to beat the AFC West Roundtable for the 427.
Which, by the way, Colby's the host of. Colby, you're freaking
Colby
killing it.
is the host of that. And then we can knock it
guys.
out. Let's go ahead and hit some super duper chats right now. If we had a league average 22 points per game last year, we win 12 games, and that's a fact. I'll take an average Rodgers better than anything that we had. Average is indeed better than below average. Indeed, folks. Thomas Strong is saying, Thomas Strong, $10. TD is right. Allen isn't him. He hasn't had the big moments besides 13 seconds game, and he's still lost. Blame defense if you want, but they did get the stop when needed. Allen didn't close it after that stop. Well, my friend,
you just let me know when I get an opportunity to make my case.
First off, I sincerely appreciate the $10, my friend. But Josh Allen never touched the ball again. So I appreciate your generosity, but it's so clear that you didn't watch that game by saying that he couldn't close it out. I have no idea what you're talking about. Jetted out, $2. They always leave out A-Rod broken thumb in 2022.
Lavia, he's playing through a broken thumb the whole time, which also led to him not having an MVP type of season.
Lavia is saying, Richie, what happened to the Jets graphic tees? I'll tell you what, man, we ended up taking those out of the store, but we have a lot of really cool merch. In fact, Richie, you want to pop up the merch and show these people what we got cooking up this year? Show them some of that campaign stuff that we got. Hey, listen, I know that those graphics were basically just a limited time offering. We wanted to keep it exclusive, you know what I mean? But don't worry about that because we have a lot of really nasty good stuff in there, baby. Let's go ahead and put that up. Show us that campaign merch, baby. All right. These are some of the ones. Let's go on ahead and do by newest to oldest. We definitely need to organize this site. Look at that. Make the Jets great again. Make the Patriots great again. That hat is definitely very regular. Have the Allen Kincaid 2024. It's going to be, trust me, guys. Like I said, 2015 Carolina Panthers, Buffalo Bills 2024, exact same team. I promise you that, except for we win the Super Bowl instead. Tagovailoa Hill, Rodgers Wilson 2024, guys. Listen, we have the campaign line on our merch store right now. I still haven't received my box. I'm a little upset about that, but I need to find it. All right. Once that ends up coming in, guys, we have a lot of really cool merchandise. If you're trying to upgrade your damn gear, your NFL gear, I highly recommend you go check out everything that we have to offer over at Roundtable Sports. And if you're just a fan of what we do over here, definitely get some of that logo merch. The fanny pack has a fanny pack sold yet, by the way?
No, but they're fire. I got mine right here.
He has his fanny pack, man.
You don't want to know what's in here.
Look at that. And we even have merch for the ladies. Look at that, man. We have some merch for the ladies in there. Look at that.
I actually got that too.
Look at that, man. This is all
I got the ladies merch for, I got this for my girl. I got this for my sister. We're supporting.
Oh my God. Look at that, man. The merch. Check out the merch, folks. We appreciate that. Jetpack 615, TD coping after glazing gangrene. Go Jets. Slippy Yell is saying TD thinks Tua and his weak slow motion arm is going to finally show up in December and January and be different. Have that calming tea ready. Okay. One King Cat. Hope all is well, fellas. 2 questions. Who starts for the Pats this year? Thank you, King Cat. $100. Our guy. He literally feeds all of our families. He literally feeds all of our families every single stream. I love that. Who starts the Pats this year?
He's in the Hall of Fame.
Milton. Also, I'm going to Jets versus Broncos, but which other Jets game should I be going to meet everyone? Jets versus Miami in Miami?
Yes.
100%. Dude, I'm so excited for that one. That one's going to be, I think that one's going to be the best.
King Cat is coming through to the Jets Media Day, I believe. And he's trying to come through to the Miami event. Bro, King Cat, we got to get you to Miami, man. Definitely pull up. I'll put the link right now in the description in case you guys want to pull up yourselves. Let's go.
King Cat, real quick. In Miami, if you can't handle losing, then you might want to just pick another game, bro.
Well, do you want to explain what we got cooked up for this event, TD?
Absolutely. Down in Miami on December 8th, it is going down. It starts on Saturday night. We're all meeting up at Miller Ale House. It is your choice whether you would like to attend or not, but it is included with the price, where we're having a up close and personal meet and greet at Miller Ale House. Grab something to eat, maybe some drinks or something like that, and just chop it up for a few hours. You know, ladies, fellas, whoever wants to attend, we just kick back, relax, and really get to meet each other as human beings, as people. All right. But the next day we put our war caps on and we go to war. We're going to be meeting at a tailgate. I'll give you those instructions. If you all want to meet at a specific tailgate right before the game, I'll tell you where we'll be meeting at. And from there, we'll be going into the stadium, in which we have hooked up with the Miami Dolphins and booked our own private terrace. Okay, on this terrace, there's so much space where you can walk around and mingle. You can sit down if you want. You can watch the game from the front railing. Whatever you choose, we got it on the terrace. We'll have our own private bar, so you ain't got to be walking all out there in those long lines talking about, hey, did it start? Did it start? Man, I'm fifth in line. I'm missing, Tua scoring touchdowns all on the Jets. You ain't got to worry about that.
Sure.
We'll have our own private area. You can turn right around and watch it while you're getting your beverages or what so forth. So make sure you go to the link in the description of the video. New York Jets versus the Miami Dolphins, December 8th. Come hang out with us. These are the events of what it's all about. We get on these streams, we go to war with each other, but at the end of the day, it's all love, and this is where we get to meet up and really just vibe with each other and chill, all right? So make sure you hang out with us, and it's at a good price. It's at a group price. We were able to pay for the whole thing, divide the price up, and make sure that we got it at a really good price, because, Dolphin tickets be selling like crazy now, and the prices be high. So we hooking y'all up for $280. Check it out. Get as many as you want.
41 tickets left.
Yes. Well, oh yeah. Okay. So make sure you get your tickets, and because they're going to be going pretty fast soon. All right. So make sure you check it out. I can't wait. It's going to be exciting. Beautiful Miami.
Let's go. I cannot wait for this. Speaking of that.
So what's going to be beautiful is that Colby and I are just going to be sitting at the bar, just going shot for shot.
Yeah, dude. Me and him are going.
Nothing's bothering us. Nothing's bothering us, man. We're just there to watch some good football.
The real game is not the Dolphins and the Jets. The real game is me and Dan, who can take the most shots. I mean, come on. Who wants to see that? You guys want to see that more than you want to see Jets versus Dolphins. Let's be honest.
Oh man. You're talking to a D1 frat guy over here, man. We'll see how that plays out. Let's go. Let's go.
King Cat, thanks for the $100. And if you guys, real quick, have any questions about the events, we got an event, Jets Bills at MetLife Stadium, Monday Night Football, and our other events in Miami. If you have any questions about it, feel free to email us, AFC East Roundtable at gmail.com. Would love to give you. We just had Chris, by the way, purchase 2 tickets to the Week 6 event, Bills Jets Monday Night Football. So Chris D is pulling up, baby. Shout out to Chris if you're watching us live right now. We appreciate you, brother. Slippy Al with a $5 super chat. TD, thanks Tua and his weak slow motion arm is going to finally show up in December and January and be different. Have that commentary ready.
Yeah, hey, I will say this, Slippy. I've always been concerned about Tua in December and January. The football gods have blessed us with the Jets twice in that time frame. We straight. We straight.
All right, man.
We straight.
I feel like you're setting yourself up for some disappointment. AR had a broken thumb and punctured rib in 2022. Oh, man. Excuses.
Play through it.
Pray.
Wait. TD, you don't want to hear that, but then when we say that Aaron Rodgers beat Tua, you say he's concussed.
A concussion and a lingering injury are 2 different things, Richie.
What do you mean? A punctured rib and a broken thumb on his throwing arm? I mean,
the man threw 3 picks in a row. He didn't know who was who, man. Stop, man.
You're the one saying no excuses, and then the Jets make an excuse of Rodgers in that season. That's all we're calling you out for hypocrisy.
Ailing rib and stuff ain't clouding your judgment. Okay,
give me a break. Boo,
that's all right.
TD. Everybody boo him. Throw tomatoes at him. Jets fans,
Okay,
throw tomatoes.
So we're praying the bum Pat start Joe Milton against the Jets. He is the best practice player ever. Enjoy the pain, Pats fans. Wow.
Yeah, we'll enjoy the pain. We'll enjoy the pain for the upcoming season. It's fine. As a content creator for this upcoming season, it's probably going to absolutely suck. But you know what? Like I said, you gotta start going up the hill to finally come down and start seeing that sunset. But in terms of Joe Milton, because King Cad asked a question too, I forgot to get into it. Look, if Jacoby Brissett goes down, I ain't starting Drake May this upcoming season. Hell no. I ain't starting no third overall pick this upcoming season. With 10 sacks allowed against the Eagles in joint practice. Hell no. If anyone's internal clock is going to be sped up, let it be Joe Milton. Don't let it be your third overall pick in Drake May. So you know what? You want to see Joe Milton this upcoming season? I'm perfectly fine with it because I ain't throwing Drake May out into the fire. And by the way, for people saying that earlier, I was a crybaby because I'm not happy about the Judon situation. You trade your best player and face the franchise, and let's see how you feel. Because let me tell you, if I came on here being like, we don't need him, we're done. We're great. This is the New England Patriots. We on the uphill. You kidding me? Y'all be like, oh, he's delusional. He's delusional. I'm upset about Judon leaving. Then he's a crybaby. Y'all got to pick one. Y'all got to pick one.
I hear the lies.
Wild.
They will always find something to complain about.
They always will. They always will.
And the Patriots' downfall needs to be studied. Go Jets.
So by the way, I did study this. I actually took a course in college about the downfall of the New England Patriots. Ironically, it was actually New England's fall 1.0. So I actually take 2.0 next month. So the first month, we actually learned that it was due to Tom Brady leaving the New England Patriots. That's why the downfall happened. So hope you're able to learn something today. I pay a lot of money in tuition to learn that. So I hope that you were able to learn a little something.
Look at that, Slippy L. Josh Allen is that motherfucker. Absolutely, he is. Thank you for spewing that factual information. Finn's tickets sell out to their opponents. Go Bills. That is true.
That is true, bro.
Miami
fans are frauds.
You can't even deny that.
Show up and take that L, though. Show up and take that L.
You can't even deny that. Patriots 92, and then afterwards we are going to
$20.
$20 from Patriots 92. This must be coming from Colby over here. Richie,
it is.
What's better defense for the Jets, Rex Ryan or Robert Saleh? What defense you taking, bro?
Great question.
I did like the Rex Ryan defense.
I'm going Robert Saleh.
That Rex Ryan defense had the greatest corner to ever live, Darrelle Revis. They had an elite. But I think that Jets defense was more stars. I don't know. It might be this defense, honestly. We have all pros on all three levels. We have an all pro at defensive tackle, 2 all pros at linebacker, and an all pro at corner. So I think today's Jets defense is better than Rex Ryan's. But the difference was that Rex Ryan team had an elite offensive line and run game, which allowed them to go to the AFC championship, which hopefully we have one this year.
Well, folks, I will tell you what. I feel like that we have been making the people wait long enough.
But Dan, you know what they have to do first?
They need to hit that like button because we are so close into shattering our goal, folks. We want to have more like buttons smashed than the AFC West Roundtable. 323, 534 of you in here watching right now. Come on. Let's smash this before we end. We need over 500. Now, I do want to place some rules down here, gentlemen.
Jose, wait, comes in with this. He's coming through to the event, my boy, Jose, who threw a great Jets event. By the way, he was the restaurant that I was at last Wednesday. Remember when I was at a restaurant last Wednesday for the AFC East Roundtable?
How can we forget?
It was Jose's restaurant, his family's restaurant.
Let's
Delicious
go.
Mexican food. If you're a Jets fan and you go to training camp, go to Don Jose's Mexican restaurant. Shout out to Jose. He will be there with us. Week 6, Jets, Bills. Let's go Jets, Jose. Thank you for the super chat.
Hey, you know what? Shout out to one of our representatives as well from the AFC South Roundtable. Derek, bring the juice, Colts. Big shout out to these guys here for helping make Roundtable a thing. Glad to be a part of this network of great content creators.
Guys, go support all the creators affiliated to Roundtable Sports, including our boy Derek from Bring the Juice. Let's freaking go. Appreciate you tuning in, Derek.
He's bringing that juice. All right, guys, listen, we are about to go through each and every single one of our individual quarterback rankings. And now I do want to actually give all of us our time and peace, right? So we promise you that we will not be yelling over each other. We're going to give everybody the floor. And then afterwards, we will allow time for responses.
Thank you.
And we really need all of us to step up as moderators, okay? So even if my blood starts boiling after hearing a bunch of fiction,
it's going to evaporate. It's going to evaporate.
Mute me, all right? So that's going to be the thing. We can knock it on out. All right, Richie, let's pull them up. I think that we save TDs toward the end because I think that that's going to generate the most upsettedness. Colby, talk to us, man. Dude, this is a list right here. Talk to me.
Dude, I feel like so look, as soon as I was told, yo, Colby, we're gonna be doing quarterback rankings, please send yours in the chat. I was like, this is easy. I was literally in Walmart. I said, I made my list. I did 1, Josh Allen. Didn't need to think about it. 4, New England Patriots. They don't really have a starting quarterback exactly right now. They probably won't have a consistent starting quarterback next season. You easily can put them at 4th. I do think that the New England Patriots overall quarterback group is a little disrespected. They're not the 32nd worst group in the NFL. I would take the New England Patriots core over, the Raiders. Jacoby Brissett is not as bad as people think, but look, it's pretty star-studded in terms of the quarterback group here in the AFC East. Josh Allen, 2nd best quarterback in the National Football League. Look, as long as he's not in a division, he's not in the same conversation as Patrick Mahomes, he's probably going to be number 1 on my list. And then Aaron Rodgers, obviously, he's top 10 quarterback of all time, star-studded yet again. And then Tua led the NFL in passing yards last year. Again, star-studded. It wasn't hard for me to put the New England Patriots last. They cannot go pound for pound. We don't know what Drake May is, and Jacoby Brissett obviously is not in the conversation with any of these other quarterbacks. Patriots, as much as I hate to say it, they are 4th. Now, I did sit here. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I did sit here for a little bit, and I had to kind of go back and forth with myself. Aaron Rodgers at 2, Tua at 2. What are we basing this off of? Because look, if I am taking one of these quarterbacks in their prime, I'm taking Aaron Rodgers hands down. Tua is not going to get even close to being a top 10 quarterback in the NFL, in NFL history. It's just not going to happen. Now, maybe in Dolphins franchise history, sure, 100%, but he's not going to come close. Okay. I'm sorry. It's just the fact he's not going to come close to being a top 10 quarterback in NFL history. Aaron Rodgers has already slated himself in there. If we're talking about primes, I'm taking easily Aaron Rodgers over Tua time after time after time after time. Now, I do have concerns about Aaron Rodgers because if we're basing this for the upcoming season, there are some question marks. I do like Aaron Rodgers. I believe in his ability to come back and still be clutch. Obviously, his ability to be multiple-time MVP says a lot, but that was years ago, right? Are we still going to get the same level of Aaron Rodgers? We haven't actually seen Aaron Rodgers yet in this offensive system for the Jets. So how is he going to perform here in New York? We haven't really gotten to see. We saw a couple of snaps before he got injured. He's getting older, right? He's coming off of a season-ending injury. There is a lot of drama circulating right now around the New York Jets. I forget who it was. They just came out with a list of top divas in the NFL, and they had Aaron Rodgers in their top 5. Richie, I know you probably don't agree with that. I'm not saying I agree with it, but again, there are some conversations just about the amount of drama going on in New York. So I do have some concerns about Aaron Rodgers. I have more question marks about Aaron Rodgers than I do Tua, but at the end of the day, when you have a top 10 quarterback in the NFL, or not, maybe I should say in NFL history, it's hard to not put him above Tua. So that's my list.
I like that. Now,
I respect it.
So do I. I think that this is the best list I've ever seen in my entire life, quite frankly. All right, chat.
I respect the list, Colby.
Chat, please do us a favor while you're doing all this. Please sound off in the chat and give us your rankings in the AFC East. Always like to get a pretty good understanding. Be as objective as humanly possible. Please leave the homer stuff to the side. Give me your top 4 lists of the AFC East in the chat as we move on to the next list.
Which one you want to see?
Richie. I want to see Richie's.
Bang!
There you go.
Talk about objective and not biased. Here's my list. Now listen. I'll be straight up. I'll be completely honest. Am I a little biased here? You're goddamn right I am, because Aaron Rodgers has done more in his NFL career than Josh Allen has, and at the end of the day, I don't see Josh Allen sniffing Aaron Rodgers' greatness, okay? Now, I think people are forgetting here. This is what I think people are forgetting. We're not that far away from what Aaron Rodgers did the last that back-to-back MVP seasons. People feel like it's 10 years ago. No. It's just 2 years ago. He won back-to-back MVPs. What Aaron Rodgers did in those 2 seasons, he had Davante Adams, his number 1 receiver. Davante Adams leaves. He has that season in Green Bay with new receivers, not on the same page with the young rookies. He has an injured thumb, has a broken rib, whatever. Not the same Aaron Rodgers. And then last year, we don't know who he is. All I know is in a team that's going to go all in for a Super Bowl, and if you could tell me you get to choose one of these 4 quarterbacks and you have a guarantee fully healthy regular season and fully healthy playoffs with this quarterback to go win a Super Bowl, I'm taking Aaron Rodgers. And that's because he's proven to be able to do that. He's proven that if you have a defense that can support him, he will win 9 times out of 10. Josh Allen, this is not disrespect towards Josh. It's just more of my appreciation of greatness to Aaron Rodgers. Now, again, I know Bills fans are probably a little sensitive right now, me putting Josh Allen second and Aaron Rodgers ahead of him. But seriously, if you're telling me Aaron Rodgers is healthy, Josh Allen's healthy, Tua's not even in this conversation, but it really just comes down to what I've seen Aaron Rodgers do at his peak compared to Josh Allen. I'm going to take Aaron Rodgers. That's me personally. Now, when it comes to number 2, that's obvious. It was between Rodgers and Josh Allen. And I did consider putting Josh Allen number 1. I was there really thinking about it. I'm like, nah, man, what Aaron Rodgers brings to the table, he's one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever live, and I think people are forgetting about that. So that's why I put him number 1. Number 2 is Josh Allen. He's an MVP candidate every year. He's a dual threat. He's mobile. I can put the word elite next to Josh Allen's name and say and be comfortable with that. But make sure you guys come through to Week 6 Monday Night Football because Josh Allen ain't elite at MetLife Stadium, baby. So come tune in. Now, when it comes to Tua at 3, that's the obvious one. Tua's obviously below Josh Allen, and TD's running away because he's hearing all the facts right now. He doesn't want to hear the gospel that I'm saying. And then, yeah, listen, I mean, number 4 is Jacoby Brissett, Drake May. Now, there you are, TD. Where'd you go?
Just had to change my shirt.
Yeah. Oh, so Tua at number 3 was the easiest one. It was more between Rodgers and Josh Allen. And I'll just be straight up with you guys right here. Josh Allen is better than Tua. And there is zero evidence. There is nothing that you can try to convince us Dolphins fans. And listen, throw Aaron Rodgers out of this conversation. Just throw him out. Let's talk about Josh Allen versus Tua for a sec. It is Josh Allen. Josh Allen sparks fear in opponents. Tua does not. It's that simple. What sparks fear in opponents is Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill is the top receiver in the NFL. Okay? That's what scares opponents about the Miami Dolphins. They're not afraid of Tua. When you go up against the Bills, you're afraid of Josh Allen because he is their offense. He can do so much. He could put the team on his back and prove to be the reason why they win. Have I seen Tua be the reason why they win a football game? Ever? Have I ever seen, oh, wow, Tua won in that game. Oh, all right, Tua, this is your time to shine, baby. Late in the 4th quarter, clutch moment, interception. Now, is Josh Allen perfect? No, but I've seen Josh Allen come into clutch situations and be the reason why they win football games. That's how you could tell if you're a great quarterback. And if you bring up the debate between Josh Allen and Tua, it is so obviously Josh Allen. Now, could it change this year? It could. But as of right now, what we've seen up until this point, Josh Allen is the better quarterback than Tua. The last 2 years, Josh Allen has been an MVP candidate. Tua has not. I mean, what are we even talking about? It's not up for debate. And then I'll just say Jacoby Brissett, Drake May, they're in last.
Yeah, you didn't really have to explain that last one. That's fair.
Richie, dude, just absolutely cooking, man. I feel like I don't even need to go over my list, but just
but I put Rodgers above Josh Allen. You're okay with that?
No, I am not. However, I do appreciate because I mean, listen, you know what, man? Like, I really want you to be happy this year. Okay, I think a solid wild card position, like I said, you're going to take care of the
going
Chiefs.
For the division, Dan. Screw the wild card.
So you're going to take care of the Chiefs for us in the playoffs. We'll see you in the AFC Championship. That's
see this that pathetic stuff I'm talking about. No. This that pathetic stuff I'm talking about. Oh, you gonna take care of the Chiefs for us? Why your boy can't do it himself? Why he can't do it himself? No, I'm gonna get
listen,
that's
you know
all
what,
right.
man? Hey, listen, you know what?
It's
Maybe you should probably put together some sort of plan to take care of us. Like you should
no.
probably try to put some sort of plan together to take care of the Buffalo Bills, because a team that is just so terrible to you, TD, a quarterback that is not even worth your time, not even to be put at the top list, you can't do anything against them. In fact, out of all of his AFC Player of the Weeks, did you know that Josh Allen won 50% of them against the Miami Dolphins? That is embarrassing. 50% of Josh Allen's AFC Player of the Week awards have been while he played the Miami Dolphins. So You can laugh at me all I want or all you want when I say that I want the Jets to take care of the Chiefs. Maybe you should start conspiring with some team to take care of us during the regular season because it doesn't matter what star-studded organization you put out on that field. They just can't take down the one person that you regularly call a bum. Explain him. Why can't you get the best of Josh Allen? You just can't, do it.
When it's my turn, I'll explain it. I'm not going to play with you, Dan. I'm not going to play with you.
Dan, I was surprised. I was surprised you didn't fight for that a little bit more. You know, Richie, I thought your list was almost perfect. It was almost perfect. You know, I can understand both sides of like the Tua and the Aaron Rodgers argument, of course, when I broke down mine. But like, I don't know, man. I just right now at this point in both of these players' careers, Josh Allen, Aaron Rodgers, who would I want to win me more games? Right now, I would just have to take Josh Allen over Aaron Rodgers. But that also, again, that comes down to a lot of question marks about Aaron Rodgers for me. You know, if he comes back this season and he's lighting up the field and he's in the MVP conversation, you know, then sure, then I think there's a conversation. But with how dominant Josh Allen is, I mean, again, he's the second best quarterback in the NFL. And TD, I know you're going to be like, no, he's not. This bum trash. He always be throwing interceptions. He leads the league in interceptions. Your ability to lead your team down the field, win games when they need to, that is what is most important.
No, we don't.
Interceptions, the amount of interceptions you throw does not dictate if you are the best quarterback or the worst quarterback. Because if that's the case, Aaron Rodgers is the best quarterback in the NFL. And guess what? Jacoby Brissett is, in that case, the second best quarterback in the NFL because he has the second best interception ratio just behind Aaron Rodgers.
Now you're acting like Rich.
No.
See,
no.
Hey, you're going to bring up Jacoby Brissett.
I'm glad that you're pointing out.
I done heard enough tonight.
I'm glad that you're pointing out the biases right now when you cherry pick particular stats, downgrading a particular player. But then when you shove the same stats in there, being like, oh, okay, well, you're telling me that Jacoby Brissett, he has the second lowest interception ratio. Oh my God, he must be better than like. It sounds so asinine.
Listen to me. Listen to me, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to explain it all when it's my turn. The one thing people have been doing for a long time, they have been writing these narratives about certain players without doing their research.
Like you, by the way, do with a lot of quarterbacks.
No, not on this one. Don't worry, we're going to get there. Not on this one. Not on this one, Richie. And
why do you say Rodgers is washed? You're literally creating a narrative, TD. Literally.
Okay, Richie. When I do mine, I'll give you my thoughts on Rodgers, okay? Because he's all right on my list with you, Richie. So we're going to get on it. We're going to get
This is my point with you. The hypocrisy is just
It's not. You got to hear me out. When I do my presentation,
I will hear you
jaws are going to drop.
No, I will hear you out. But to hear you say that people are creating false narratives, it's what you do about Rodgers.
No, because y'all just misunderstand me. Now I'm going to articulate it tonight to show you.
We'll hear it. Let's hear Dan's break down his list now.
All right. Beautiful, folks. As you can see, I have the exact same list as Colby. My list slightly differs from Richie, and we're going to get into that. We're going to start from the very bottom, and that is Brissett and May. I think that this just goes without saying. I think the Patriots are really deep into a rebuild. Maybe May goes out there, shows some flashes. I don't think he sees the field at all this year, unless, of course, there's some catastrophic injuries, but number 4 is right there. Now, number 3 is Tua. Now, half of the reason, and I stand by this, I will continue to stand by this, he is the 3rd best quarterback in the AFC East. I would not even rank Tua in maybe 14th best in the NFL, if that. 15th, perhaps. Barely top 15, barely scraping it. And listen, I respect the fact that he gets to utilize some of his high-quality weapons under his offensive-minded head coach. I'm jealous, quite frankly. Nothing more I would love than to live in a world and to witness what Josh Allen could have been or would have been under an offensive-minded head coach. That would just be absolutely beautiful. But the one reason why Tua is not at the top of this division, why he is not better than Aaron Rodgers, is because when you are the quarterback of a specific NFL team, you are the leader. Meaning that if your defense is absolutely destroyed by injuries, if you are missing out on a specific wide receiver for a couple of games, you are the leader of that team. You need to put that team on your back, no excuses, injuries or not, and account for that offense. There is no, oh my God, man, we would have won, but our defense has been absolutely gone. Here's the thing. I regularly watch the behavior of Dolphins fans on Twitter. And last year, when it started getting to the back half of the season, when they started suffering some injuries, a lot of people started giving up. And they're like, oh, man, this is really bad. We're so injured. It's because they know subconsciously that Tua cannot get it done, that Tua cannot – he does not have the ability to put the team on his back and lead them to victory. That is why his record versus winning teams is regularly terrible. It's well below 500. That is why he cannot win a game above 40 degrees. I'm not just saying this to be mean. I'm not just saying this because I have this hatred for Tua and the Miami Dolphins. Why would I hate the Dolphins? They bring me nothing but joy twice a year for the past 6 years. They put a smile on my face. When I see them on the schedule, I smile because I know that that's an automatic dub. It's just how it is. When you can't win the most important games in November and December, not that wins are a QB stat, they are not. However, I'm saying that you need to be a league contributor. You need to be able to rise to the occasion regardless of injuries and make it happen. That's why Tua is at 3 for me. If you're telling me that he cannot regularly lead his team to an AFC East championship with perhaps the best wide receiver duo in the NFL 2 years running, what else? What else can you possibly do? Don't give me the offensive line thing. So many quarterbacks are able to excel past that, find an answer for it. Joe Burrow, for example, he had no issue leading his team to the Super Bowl with a bad offensive line. Josh Allen has regularly had bad offensive lines. He wins because he's able to extend plays, run outside of the pocket, and that's what makes him absolutely lethal. That's why I think the Miami Dolphins would have been far better off by targeting a quarterback that has a bit of mobility, not somebody with that. So that offensive line excuse, absolute trash. That whole, oh my God, our defense got injured. That's why, no. Tua is the leader of your team, and you should expect him to win football games for you, regardless of what the rest of the roster looks like. And I know that I'm speaking to Dolphins fans, and a lot of you agree with me, but you're just so hyped up for the 2024 season that you think everything is going to be different this year. That is the definition of insanity. Tua is at 3 unless proven otherwise. Win a game over 40 degrees, put the team on your back. Nobody's scared of Tua. We're only scared of Tyreek Hill. That's what Richie said, and I loved it. Aaron Rodgers, number 2. Colby asked me why I did not fight back a little bit on this, mostly because I was just, so hyped up when he was gassing up Josh Allen over the Tua situation when it comes into it. But as far as Aaron Rodgers, I am not the kind of person that's going to come out and say that he is washed. I do believe context does matter. The Green Bay Packers refused to build around this guy his last couple of years, still relatively, sort of productive. I think with all the weapons that he has around him right now, he will be able to leverage it as long as they have like a very good, like run first sort of offensive mindset. Still have Garrett Wilson, who got 1,000 yards with damn Zach Wilson, high on Malachi Corley, high on a lot of these other offensive weapons that they're putting around him. I think Aaron Rodgers is about to do very well. As far as a career, I mean, there's no question. I think Aaron Rodgers goes down as one of the greatest of all times. But right now I'm picking Josh Allen just due to the old father time debate. And then number 1 is Josh Allen. For all the reasons that I took a giant shit on Tua are the opposite reasons of why I have Josh Allen at number 1. Nobody in this league is asked to do more for their team than Josh Allen. Josh Allen regularly has to be the run game. He regularly leads the team in rushing yards, even over running backs. He also needs to be a passer, where he regularly throws over 4,300, 4,400, 4,500 yards. He has collected 40-plus touchdowns combined for the past 3 years. No quarterback in the history of the game has done that. So if you're going to sit here and cherry pick interceptions, I would probably tiptoe around that, especially since regardless of it, you should look at it more so as a handicap. In fact, Josh Allen's interceptions should be studied because for a guy that throws so many picks, how the hell is he regularly being one of the league contributors, one of the only contributors to the Buffalo Bills offense, 85% of all offensive efficiency? And I'll end with this. If you don't believe what I have to say, simply pull up a single list that anybody that's in this space that talks football anywhere from small-time YouTubers all the way to the big dogs at the major networks. Find me a list where Tua is above Josh Allen. Find me a list where Aaron Rodgers is above Josh Allen for the past 3 years, and I'll do you one better. Find me a list where there is minimum 9 spaces or less from Josh Allen to wherever any of these other quarterbacks in the AFC East fall. This is an objective take. TD, let's see your list.
Ooh, Dan, you had the
TD's
perfect
been sitting
list.
back
I love
patiently.
TD, last chance to change yours. Last chance. A lot of great points made so far.
Kobe.
I don't want you to be depressed. I don't want you to feel clowns. The last
Kobe.
chance to change it.
Kobe, mute yourself, Kobe.
I'm doing this out of love, TD. Come on, man.
Mute yourself. All y'all need to mute yourself, matter of fact. Because it's
Full
about
screen,
to
or
go
do you
down.
want what do you want, TD? You let me know.
You just give me the same as everybody else. Because facts speak for themselves. Dan, you might as well sit down.
Facts we talking? Go ahead.
Woo! Let's go. Listen. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, keep me full screen for a second. All right. I know people are already probably laughing. They're like, here come this craziness, right? Listen to me. Bills fans, I know you're not going to care what I got to say, but for once, have an objective mind. And I'm being dead serious. I'm about to give you a compelling argument here, okay? Now, again, you ain't got to listen to me. Dolphins fans, Jets fans, Patriots fans, just hear me out here. I am about to show y'all my list and explain it in great detail, okay? Just listen to the points, okay? I am not trolling. These are the facts. Bring my list up. Let's go. First of all, fourth on the list, Brissett May. I ain't got nothing to say. That rhyme. Brissett May, I ain't got nothing to say. Ain't nothing to say. Next up, number 3, Josh Allen. Oh, the blasphemy. Oh, Josh, anybody who has Josh Allen third done lost their mind. Well, let's dig into it, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all have a misconception about this man, Josh Allen. He is one of the most overrated quarterbacks in the league. And I swear to y'all, it's like politics when you talk about Josh Allen. You say anything constructive about Josh Allen, all the talking heads on TV, oh, you're an idiot if you got him anything outside of your top 3. You're an idiot if you don't think he's the best quarterback. They shame you. They shame you because they've had his back since he was a rookie. They had his back since the beginning of time, and they don't want to be wrong. Now, is Josh Allen a good quarterback? Yes, he's a good quarterback, but he third in this division, and let me break down the reasoning why, okay? Let's get down to it. Number 1, ladies and gentlemen, y'all mistake Josh Allen's winning as him being the reason. And I don't blame y'all. I used to be fooled. When he run, they're their most effective. I used to be wrong. I used to believe that too. But I went and did my research. Bills fans all around the world, y'all need to stop disrespecting your very own defense just to give Josh Allen all the credit. Your defense for the last several years have been the reason why y'all have been successful. And they have been the number 1 reason and the main reason. And I'm about to give you the numbers to prove why, okay? The Buffalo Bills defense, first of all, even last year, they were ranked 4th and 5th in the NFL. Here are some stats for you for that defense. 4th in the NFL with only allowing 18.2 points a game. The NFL averages about 23 points a game, ladies and gentlemen. The Bills defense has only allowed 18.2 points per game. That is a Super Bowl winning type defense. Let's get that straight. Number 2, you're 3rd in the NFL with the plays that you allow the opposing team. The Buffalo Bills have literally almost 200 more plays in a season than any other team because your defense is 3rd in the league with how many plays they even allow the other team. They're 9th in the NFL for yards allowed. 4th in the NFL for rushing attempts allowed. 6th in the NFL for passing yards allowed. 4th in the NFL for overall points allowed. Now, you want to know the only thing y'all defense trash at? It's penalties. They're 26th in the league. 26th in the league. And y'all got struggle stopping the run. But again, y'all still one of the best scoring defenses in the NFL with not allowing other teams to score. Now, here's the evidence of how that fits in with Josh Allen. Do you know that in all of your losses, in all of your wins last year, if the league average is 23 point scoring, guess how many points your defense allowed in all of your wins last year? Why don't you take a guess in the chat? How many points do you think the Buffalo Bills defense allowed last year in their games that they won? Take a guess in the chat. I want to see at least a few people tell me how many points do you think the Buffalo Bills defense allowed in their wins last year? And I'm going to tell you right now, it was historic. It was historic. They only allowed 15.1 points per game in their wins. 15.1 in their wins. It's insane. Now, let's get back to Josh Allen because I want to prove to y'all the reason why y'all winning these games is because of your defense. That's number one. Now, let's go to Josh Allen, number two. Y'all want to start to get ahead of this narrative about his turnovers. Oh, all y'all say is Josh Allen gets all these turnovers, but he scores the most in the league. Let me teach y'all a little something about math, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, let me teach y'all a little something about math. All right? No. I'm glad you brought up how many points they score per game. You finna make my point. I'm glad. The Buffalo Bills offense is number 3. But watch this, ladies and gentlemen. Let me teach y'all something about math. As a matter of fact, let me drop my evidence. Real quick. Hold on. In the chat, I just posted an article that's going to give you all the breakdown. Because the one thing nobody ever goes and does their research on, nobody ever goes and says to themselves, how much are Josh Allen's turnovers impacting the team? All they do is use general statements like, well, he turned it over a lot, but he got a lot of touchdowns. No. I just dropped the article for all y'all to see what I'm about to explain to you. The impact Josh Allen has on his team with his turnovers. Do you know that Josh Allen leads the league, leads the entire NFL? His turnovers equate to 3 points taken off the board for the offense. 3 points that the Bills are not getting per game on the offense. Now let's go on the defensive side of the ball. Do you know how many points are scored on the opposing team off of Josh Allen's turnovers? He's number 1 in the NFL. 4 points per game that the other teams are scoring on the Buffalo Bills because of his turnovers. Over 500 points have been scored on Josh Allen turnovers in the last 4 years. 500 points. Do the math. Divided by 4, that's 125 points a season. Divided by 17 regular season games, Josh Allen is impacting his team by a full 7.3 points per game. 7.3 points per game, greater than any other player in the NFL. The only runner-up is at 4.6 points per game. That's how much he's impacting his team per game. So you want to know why he can't win an MVP? You want to know why he can't win a Super Bowl? It's because he can't get the first round bye because he's losing games because of his turnovers. He can't have a clean season. So that's why he can't get the MVP. That's why he never will. It's hurting his team. They should not have to be winning the hard way like he's making them do. And that's the point of the matter. He's overrated because no matter how many touchdowns he scored, yeah, you can ignore it all you want, but you look like that when it's Super Bowl weekend too. You look like that on Super Bowl weekend too. I just wish we were there. I wish we were there. Why aren't we there? And I'm trying to explain it to you. This is why you're not there. Because your quarterback impacts the game in more ways than y'all want to admit. He is hurting his team. As great as he is, he's also the detriment to his team, especially when you have a Super Bowl winning defense and in all your wins, they only give up 15 points a game. It's a shame that y'all don't have a first round bye almost every year. And those are the facts about Josh Allen. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to drop the mic and let y'all know put all your cares aside. He's a bum. He's the third best in the NFL. And you want to know why I got Aaron Rodgers number 2? You want to know why I got Aaron Rodgers number 2? Because Josh Allen has way more talent at this point in his career than Aaron Rodgers. But Aaron Rodgers don't put his team in those situations. Aaron Rodgers allows the points that he scores and the turnovers he makes to be least impactful for his team. And every point he scores is most impactful. He actually impacts his team. Aaron Rodgers. Now, I say he washed, but at the same token, Richie is right. I'm hoping he's washed, and I'm manifesting the fact that he washed because I need him to be washed. But at the end of the day, Aaron Rodgers is going to have a better impact with the Jets than Josh Allen is going to have with the Buffalo Bills. And at the end of the day, Tua Tagovailoa is at the top spot because he's better than Aaron Rodgers. And Josh Allen show ain't better than Aaron Rodgers. Tua's better. He's also put up better stats. Josh Allen last year average has 66% completion percentage. Tua has 69. Josh Allen literally touchdown to interception ratio was worse. Turnover to interception ratio, let me make that straight, was worse. And on top of it, Tua threw for 300 more yards than Josh Allen last year. And yeah, I know all the rushing stats and all that, but guess what? The numbers I gave you with turnovers to touchdowns. Oh, by the way, there was one more stat I got. One more stat I got. One more stat. I did my research, Richie. I did my research.
Wait, we got to see the notepad. We got to see this notepad. Oh my gosh, TD.
Research.
How much time did it take you to do this research?
Oh, I came prepared to get the facts. So when you go to every quarterback, you take all of their touchdowns, running touchdowns, throwing touchdowns, and you take all of their turnovers, interceptions, fumbles. Josh Allen is 15th in the NFL for touchdown to turnover ratio. You want to know who's better than him from 1 all the way to 15? Dak is number 1. Where's number 2? Hold on. Well, Herbert's number 3. 2 will come up. Love is 4th. Purdy is 5th. Carr is 6th. Stafford is 7th. Lamar Jackson is 8th. Baker Mayfield is 9th. Russell Wilson is 10th over that bum. Okay?
What stat is this again?
This is all touchdowns over all turnovers. Touchdown to turnover ratio. All of them. All rushing and throwing, interceptions and fumbles. Number 12 is Browning. Jake Browning better than Josh Allen in this stat. Jared Goff is 13th. Kirk Cousins is 14th. And that bum Josh Allen sits there at 15th best in the NFL. Get out of here. He don't impact his team as great as y'all do. You know why? Because you ignore the impact the turnovers have. Drop mic. Drop mic.
I feel like 90% of this argument was
I think that I need to provide some further context here. Number one, he just reiterated exactly what I said during my situation when it came into it. Number one, folks, there's this stat that I absolutely love. It's called turnover-worthy plays. And turnover-worthy plays are one of my personal favorite. No. Hey, listen. And so I gave you your turn, okay? And so I gave you your turn. Fun fact, did you know that last year, and by the way, in case anybody that doesn't know what turnover-worthy plays is, okay? This is something that PFF created back in 2006 where they actually look at the context of interceptions and they say, okay, was that interception truly the quarterback's fault? Fun fact, last year, Josh Allen had the exact same turnover-worthy play percentage as C.J. Stroud. C.J. Stroud threw 7 interceptions. Josh Allen ended up throwing 18. Now, what does turnover-worthy plays mean, right? Like, it is 1,000% on the quarterback. Basically, PFF suggests, okay, these picks that are tipped at the line, these picks where the wide receiver hit his hands, didn't come down with it, and the DB ended up making a play off the ball. It was tipped at the line, etc. Josh Allen had the exact same turnover-worthy play than C.J. Stroud last year. So if you want to look at luck and bad luck, that's the only differentiator between those when it comes into the overall interceptions. And then number 2 when it comes into interceptions, TD, like I said, listen, man, you're going to get more interceptions when your team requires as much as the Buffalo Bills require out of Josh Allen. All right? If Josh Allen had a run game, which he has never had a run game in his entire life, he's never had a run game. A lot of the times he needs to go out there and he needs to be the running back. He needs to be the quarterback. He needs to be the damn offensive coordinator half of the time. It's just what happens. But at the end of the day, you can take the bad with the good. And the good, in my opinion, and I think we can all agree here, folks, the most important thing you want your quarterback to do is score points. And sure, yeah, Josh Allen, his interceptions account for the most as far as points scored. But at the end of the day, but at the end of the day, my friend, he makes up for it for scoring an average of 15 plus more touchdowns than the guy that's in second place each and every single year. So with that being said, I'm fine with 15, 18 interceptions as long as he continues that absolute massive lead, that difference between the number one spot where Josh Allen's been for the past 3 years and then the number 2 guy when he adds an additional 15 on top of that. So throw your picks. Who cares? He's scoring 40 plus touchdowns per year. And obviously scoring points is the most important thing you want from your quarterback. Give me all the interceptions in the world. Just keep dominating that statistic. And I can't wait for week 2.
See, Dan, what you just did is exactly what I said that y'all Bills fans do. You totally dismiss his impact on turnovers. You don't care. So I'll counter that and ask you this then, Dan.
Yeah.
What is considered too many times to turn the ball over then?
So it all depends on the touchdown and interception ratio.
Thank you. He got one of the worst in the league.
No, he has one of the best in the league. He has a 2-to-1 interception ratio.
He's
going
50.
into it.
No.
And then on top of And then on top of that as well, everyone's obsessing over the fact, oh my God, it's like the regular season, blah, blah, blah. 3/4 of Josh Allen's interceptions occurred at the first half of the season. All right. That's normally where the Miami Dolphins dominate, by the way. But you know what? We're not going to talk about November, December football where it's actual credible football. Josh Allen's interceptions always for the past couple of years, 75% of them are at the beginning of the season. Halfway through the season, that's when they start to dwindle. And then in the playoffs, it's even more impressive because all he has is 7 picks his entire career in the playoffs by itself. So I'm fine with him throwing some meaningless 3 picks in the Jets week 1 where it means absolutely nothing because he locks down when it matters, TD. And I can almost guarantee you that if you were to tell me that, listen, if you were to tell me, right, I guarantee you, that all of Miami Dolphins fans watching this right now would 1,000% rather Tua throw 18 picks in a season, but also add 40 plus touchdowns because y'all would have won the AFC East that year. Y'all would have ended up beating quite a few other of those teams. Scoring is the most important thing that you can do. Josh Allen scores the most. That's why Josh Allen is the best QB in the AFC East. That's why he's the second best quarterback in the league.
So, ladies and gentlemen,
all that matters to me.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the point.
We got to make this a TV versus Dan show.
But here's the point that everybody keep missing, and y'all keep glazing over it just to cope with yourself. Josh Allen has a 2-to-1 touchdown to turnover ratio. Stop just limiting it to just interceptions. That's what you're trying to do. You're trying to just bucket it into interceptions. Let's go. Touchdowns to turnovers, the overall impact in the game. He's 2-to-1. That is 15th ranked in the NFL. So that's the point. All his touchdowns are impactful because he's turning the ball over, making them less impactful. 48 touchdowns. This is what you need to understand, Dan. When he throws 44 touchdowns and 22 picks, it's no difference from throwing 22 touchdowns and 11 picks. It's the same ratio.
But TD, you are missing the most important point right here. The most important point. I'm not sure what your goal is here. Like, what is your goal? Are you supposed to tell me that I am supposed to be upset with my quarterback and bow down and be like, you're right, man, dude, man. I need Josh Allen to clean up his turnovers.
Yeah. If you, Dan, what do you want the Buffalo
guy has led this Buffalo Bills team to 4 straight AFC East championships, and he's absolutely a stud in the playoffs.
Dan,
defense lets him down in the playoffs. So this
Dan.
And then when you try to tell me
what is your goal?
My goal is
what's the Buffalo Bills goal?
My goal is to get into the dance, baby.
And why can't you? Why can't you? Why can't you get in the dance?
Talk to the defense, man. Every single playoff loss we had was our defense absolutely sucked.
No. Let me tell you something.
I cannot point out a single playoff loss we have had.
Richie, I need you here because I got to ask you a question on this.
Playoff loss we have had that was on our offense at all.
No. Watch
this. My thing is that scoring matters, TD.
Dan.
Why am I going to sit here and lead the charge against Josh Allen because, oh my God, he throws all these picks. He scores
Dan,
more than all of your quarterbacks.
The only way you're going to get to the next level in the playoffs, you got to do something y'all haven't done yet. And you know what that is? Hold on, let me finish. Do you know what that is?
His playoff career.
No, I'm not talking about that.
Listen, your narrative dies.
It doesn't, Dan. The point that I'm making is you need a first round bye. You need the easiest path to the Super Bowl.
No,
yes, you do.
We do not.
You need a first round bye. If you don't have a first round bye, you're smoked. And y'all done tried everything except it. The reason why you can't get a first round bye is because of Josh Allen. You want to ignore the regular season, which sets you up for the playoffs in your seeding. That's the problem. Y'all ignore the regular season. Y'all think just because we get in, y'all always take the roughest path to get to the AFC Championship. You need an easier path.
I feel like you can't get it. Listen, you are watching all of the box scores from the past. If you know anything about the Buffalo Bills, anything about the Buffalo Bills, man, the second that we have a bye week, we have a rut. We're slow, especially for the first half going into it. We end up winning because Sean McDermott is good after a bye, but typically
your defense.
What made this team so solid last year was the momentum that we had, winning those 5 straight to lock down the AFC East. I disagree with you.
Hold on. I don't want winning those 5 straight. Guess what? I did some research on your last games that you won too. One of them was against the Jets. I think like November 19th. Josh Allen threw for under 100 yards, had 1 touchdown in the game. The Jets.
Thank God.
Hold on. The Jets turned the ball over because we scored 30 points that game. The Jets turned the ball over 4 times. You played the Cowboys and they only put up 10 points, and the defense turned them over 3 times. This is what I'm talking about. Well, y'all are led by your defense.
Yeah. In the regular season, when it doesn't matter, and listen, like
you would have never got there. You would have never got there. It was for them.
This Buffalo Bills team for the past 4 years has finished third, and 6th in overall offensive scoring. And last time I checked, we didn't have a run game until halfway through the 2023 season. So what does that tell you, TD?
You know,
that when you only have a quarterback that is doing anything in production, and if your offense is scoring,
your defense is doing it all.
The 6th most in the league. What is it, dude?
Your defense is doing it all.
I'm not sure what your goal is right here.
My goal is this.
I don't care about the turnovers.
Dan,
all I care about is the scoring, and that's not slowing down.
Dan,
you're going to see it again. And
you're the type of person, as long as Josh Allen scores 60 touchdowns, I don't care if he has 60 turnovers.
Absolutely.
See, there you have it. There you have it, Bills fans. And you wonder what your issue is. It's okay if he has 60 turnovers as long as he scores 60 touchdowns.
He's never going to have 60 turnovers.
Yeah, but that's my point. At some point, enough is enough. At some point, he's getting egregious, and he already crossed that line. Y'all just don't see it. At the end of the day, all I'm saying is this. Y'all want to win a Super Bowl? Y'all tried everything except one thing. Improving your regular season results to get the first round bye to have the easier road to the Super Bowl. And you know how you get there? Your quarterback need to be better in the regular season. The defense has led the way. Go look at all those games y'all won at the end of the season. Josh Allen may have scored a touchdown here and there, but that defense led the way. They only allowed 15.1 points a game. That ain't led by Josh Allen. That's a team effort led by the defense. 15.1 points a game. That's borderline historic from a defense on all y'all winning games. 11 wins, and y'all gave up 15.1 points a game in those 11 wins. That's y'all defense got y'all there, not Josh Allen.
It is.
You keep bringing up playoffs. You will never get to the playoffs if it wasn't for y'all defense.
It is disgusting how you are not even accounting for how efficient this offense has been for the past 4 years.
It's easy to be efficient when your defense ain't allowing the other team to do nothing. When they got the ball 40 minutes out of the game because of the defense, it's easy to have all the more opportunities. That's why your offense is so productive, because y'all defense shut it down. Look at when you play the Dolphins. You think it's just been y'all offense that was doing it? Y'all defense was shutting us down, and that's why.
So you're saying
the one game that we beat y'all, Dan, Week 2 or 3, 2 years
Every
ago.
single football
One
team,
game
all right,
we
dude,
beat
every
y'all,
single
we
football
won
team has
time of possession because we moved the ball on your defense. Other than that, every time
one game,
defense
hang
comes,
the
you can't
banner,
win.
hang the banner. Listen, everybody in the chat saying, "Oh, Dan's getting mad." Not nearly as mad as you have been for the past 11 out of 13 games that you've played.
But guess what,
Explain
Dan?
this to me too, dude. Explain this to me. All right. So for a QB that obviously you don't think has any business being top of the AFC East, top of the top 5, why can't your team stop him? Like I said, offensive.
Let me answer it. Let me
don't
answer
even
it.
tell me that, because this guy puts up,
Let me answer it.
4+ touchdowns, 5+ touchdowns. Why can't you take care of him if he's such
let me answer it, Dan. The problem is you think that it's just Josh Allen. I'm not saying that he doesn't contribute when we play, but your defense is the one that shut us down. They make us punt after 4 downs every possession. They give Josh Allen the ball all game long, your defense. So the more your offense gets the ball because of your defense, the more likely it's going to be for him to score. And on top of it, y'all defense versus Tua is better than our defense versus Josh Allen. That's a fact. It's your defense.
Folks,
that has been our issue.
The amount of coping that I have heard from this entire presentation.
It's your defense
the amount
that's
of
leading the
that I have
way.
heard from this entire. And listen, man, I'm completely fine because really our entire coaching staff owns your organization. It's not only Josh Allen, it's also our defense at the end of the day. I mean, Sean McDermott just coaches circles around this organization. It's just crazy.
What? You know the proof? You know the proof, Dan? Your defense is gonna be trash this year.
There's
and you're gonna get the real deal this year.
You wait it up.
You're gonna get the real deal.
Just wait until Damar Hamlin picks off Tua twice. Just wait.
guys, the real fight. The real fight.
Enough said. That tell you all you need to know, ladies and
Just
gentlemen.
wait until Damar Hamlin picks off.
The real fight is not about Josh Allen.
It's going to be the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
The real fight.
I'm going to hang that over your head forever.
The real fight is not about Josh Allen.
Josh Allen Stadium, Buffalo Bills fans are going to dominate attendance. You already know that. Listen, we're going to be seeing Dougley Durong and Dave Fisher on Twitter rolling out there right now, being like, Dolphins fans, please buy the tickets. Don't sell them to Bills fans. It's going to be a sea of blue and red.
Stop it.
While you watch the Buffalo Bills once again dominate in Josh Allen Stadium, it's going to be a beautiful.
This man dropped Damar Hamlin. That's all you need to know, Bills fans. You need to be worried.
Hey,
guys, look, the real fight is not about Josh Allen. The real fight is the fact that all of the quarterbacks in this
Where's
division,
Richie taking a shit?
And TD, yeah, probably, or T's taking a nap, one of the two. But the real fight is the fact that TD, I know you hate Josh Allen. That's okay. Everybody can have their opinions. You brought some math.
I would hate Josh Allen too if I was TD.
Hold on.
You put Tua as the best quarterback, man. What?
And he's been the best quarterback the last 2 years.
What I miss?
He's been the best quarterback the last 2 years. Tua is a better passer than Josh Allen.
Are you saying Tua is the best quarterback in the NFL?
No, I'm not saying he's the best quarterback in the NFL.
Ranked in the NFL.
I'll put Tua probably right now a close 8 to 10.
Okay, where do you put Josh Allen?
Probably 11 to 13.
Dude, my energy.
Can you name me?
All right, let's get into the super chats. Why don't we? We got a lot to get through. I think we've got through the debate, right?
I wanted TD to name all the quarterbacks that were in front of Tua.
Okay.
I'll go with Patrick Mahomes.
Okay.
Lamar Jackson.
Okay.
Joe Burrow. Right now, I'm gonna go with CJ Stroud.
Okay.
I'm gonna barely put Purdy up there ahead.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Purdy over Tua, huh?
Wow.
Yeah, I do. I've always said that.
You have
right now. This very
Purdy over Josh Allen.
Oh, no question. They ain't even close. Okay, Purdy out here turning the ball over. All right, Jared Goff.
Man.
Let me see here. Jordan Love is so close. I kind of got him tied. So just put him on Jordan Love.
Okay.
I might even go as far as saying Matthew Stafford. Tua's right in that area right there. And I'm probably missing a quarterback or two.
What about Aaron Rodgers? Would you put him above Tua?
He right behind Tua.
Right behind
That's why I got him on the list that way. So that's why I got Aaron Rodgers around maybe like 9 or something like that. But Josh Allen, man, Come on, man. Geno Smith might be better than him at this point.
All right, so like his entire take has been invalidated by that take.
No, it ain't. Herbert, Herbert better than that man. Dak, man, I missed a few. For sure. And actually, I got to reroute it because Dak is a little closer up right now.
All right, it's been a while since we got to these generous super chats. Dan, why don't you take the lead?
All right, you guys going to the Madden League this year, and when's the payout for the previous? Did we already take care of that?
Who was that?
So for the Madden League?
What
I don't know. We didn't run those payments.
Yeah. We didn't run those payments, man.
But there will not be a Madden League this year.
No, 0 Madden League.
Way too much to handle.
Yeah. We can't handle you guys.
And if you didn't get the payout, please, Sean, reach out to us via email because we got to make sure you got it.
Yeah. We got to make sure she did, but no more Madden Leagues. Richie, we get the bias. It's okay. Represent J17. They didn't have Josh's back since the beginning. Shout out Izzy. We have Anthony coming in. Josh Allen is better than Tua. Thank you, Anthony.
Lies.
Wow. Tyson is saying, as a Jets fan, I approve of TD's message on Josh Allen. Jets defense will expose him and destroy him this season.
Thank you.
About to look real pedestrian. Well, I mean, last time I checked, put up 30 points last matchup against you.
Yeah.
Watching TD slay Trash Allen may just have me subscribing to my first non-Jets channel. Bravo, good man. You have a new fan.
You got cooked.
A Jets
You know who
fan.
this is? You know who Gator is?
No.
Who's Gator McCluskey?
Do you want to know who Gator McClusty is?
I know he's smart. He know what time it is.
This is who Gator is.
Dolphin fans, oh, you tripping. Brees Hall? Gator, man, get Gator out of here, man.
Gator's gone. All right.
That's who Gator
is.
He
Like a
makes those
wrestling
edits.
character, WWE TD. And the energy that TD puts into Josh Allen gives stalker vibes. I know you wish you could have him, but you're stuck with 201 read.
Yeah, whatever. Y'all feeling.
Finn fan for life. Let's not forget most of those turnovers from Josh don't become points for opposing teams.
Yes, they do.
Could you imagine how many more games Bills lose if the defense didn't stop opponents for these turnovers? So y'all are evaluating
the NFL
QB talent based off of like it's just the QB and they have a trash defense and like a trash. Like, listen. All of these QBs that everybody always talks about, and like when I say, oh, but look at his offensive supporting cast. They have 3 great wide receivers, blah, blah, blah. Like you can't talk about that, but you can talk about, oh, he has a great defense. Pick and choose. All right. Listen, Josh Allen has a great defense, never had an elite wide receiver trio or a wide receiver duo his entire damn career. So save that. It's how'd the defense look in losses? Why just wins? Yeah, look at that.
Yeah. He's right though. Gave up like 26 points a game in those losses, but it was only 6 of them. It was only 6 losses. That's the point.
Allen outscored by Zach Wilson. Anthony Padilla, TD, go look at the Bills Chiefs game and tell me how many turnovers Josh Allen has had. What Josh Allen's stats in the playoffs, Dan, help me out here. Go Bills, love and respect. I tried telling him this, man, but listen, dude, he's just in his land of copium right now because he understands it's all coming. The pain is coming once again, something that he has grown to welcome twice a year. And at the end of the day, don't worry, because by the time that week 3 comes around in the AFC East Roundtable, you're just going to be seeing the Dan Mitchell smirk.
Real quick, Dan, I'm not talking about the playoffs, people. I'm talking about the regular season, that important regular season that positions you in the playoffs with an easier slate that you can never get because you're quarterback.
Oh, yeah. Like you're talking about, so the important regular season that you need to actually close out in November and December to win the AFC East.
You're right. You're right. We got our flaws too. You're right on that. We got our flaws too, but you know what? Right. Your defense trash this year, and you about to see.
Week 2, Thursday night football.
Oh, I can't wait. We should have did the event on week 2.
You can tell the season is back. The energy and the debates are different. I love it. TD capping more and Dan's arrogance is back. Let's go, Richie. Hey, man.
Yeah, you can feel the season right around the corner, man.
That's what the show is all about. 592 of you in here right now. How many like buttons have been smashed? That's the question. That's the absolute question right now, man. We have 469. 469.
We're close to beating AFC West. We got to beat AFC West.
Smash. We can
Also,
not
Dan, let's not forget, we are so close to 15,000 subscribers. Can we get to 15K by week 1? Folks, if you're watching and did not subscribe, hit the subscribe button. 15,000 subscribers is literally right around the corner. So please hit the subscribe
And we got
button.
930 people watching right now, over 300 on Twitter. Come over to YouTube so you can enjoy all the chatting perks and everything, and subscribe to the channel.
Do it up, baby. Listen, we've had a great thing. Love the content, guys. Respect for all. Have been watching since 2.3K subs.
Nice.
Been here a while. Fins up. I appreciate that, man. The OGs are coming in. Dan, drives don't all end in TDs. How many points, including field goals versus interception points, Dan? $5.
Hey, Josh Allen don't kick. He don't kick.
KM. Rodgers needs to hit the pipe and the road. Pats are actually going to be solid draft position next year for a first round QB. Oh man, y'all are already giving up on Drake May.
No.
Tua
You see what they're
should
gonna do?
Tua should be locked up for his contract robbery. Go Bills. KM.
Appreciate you, KM.
You know what they're doing? They're going to trade down, get an extra first-round pick, get an offensive tackle, solidify the offensive line, got their franchise quarterback, and now we're cooking with gas.
Well, but y'all ain't never gonna be good again.
And then
y'all ain't never going to win a playoff game.
TD is like a church, and TD is like a church preacher yelling lies.
Man, whatever. Y'all just in y'all feelings.
That's a beautiful thing, guys. Thank you so much for your generosity.
We got Patreon members next, but before we do that, I just found a very interesting betting line on BetUS Sportsbook that we haven't found before. This is new.
Ooh.
You can predict the position of the division, and the New England Patriots are minus 700 to be last. So that's
you know what? Honestly, they just traded their best player. I can't fight it, man.
So it's pretty cool. Now, guys, as you all know, BetUS is the proud sportsbook sponsor of the AFC East Roundtable, all of the Roundtables, and Roundtable Sports Network at network-wide. If you guys want to get your 125% sign-up bonus, please simply click the link at the bottom of the chat, folks. It's a very direct way that you can support our brand and support our channel, is helping us out by opening up your account on BetUS Sportsbook. If you have any questions about BetUS, definitely reach out to me or anybody affiliated with Roundtable to help you out. You have your own personal assistant manager, account manager to help you out. Fast 24-hour payouts. The #1 online sportsbook on the face of the planet, folks. Definitely go sign up. 125% sign-up bonus on your first 3 deposits up to $2,000, folks. Now, this is interesting. You can predict where these teams are going to land. So, for example, TD has the Bills finishing where this season?
Man, that's a lot of money to be made at 4th position. I'm on that.
The Bills last?
Plus 1,600. That's easy money.
The Patriots?
Hey, why don't you do that now?
Nah, I'll put him in 3rd. I'll put him in 3rd.
Yeah.
So it's plus 220 for the Bills to finish in 3rd place. Pretty interesting lines. I mean, the Jets, for example, plus 180 to be in 1st. Dolphins plus 200. I found that interesting. This is a cool little prop bet. So you guys can predict. Say you're a Dolphins fan. You're like, yeah, we're winning the division, but who's going to be in 2nd behind the Dolphins? You can predict it being the Jets at plus 200. You could predict it being the Bills at plus 170. Again, there's so many different options that BetUS is coming out with odds, which is really, really cool. I mean, NFL season specials. They have a lot of different things like least points conceded in the regular season. Like they got the least points in total. New England Patriots, the favorites to score the least amount of points this year.
Wow. That one's a little wild. I understand the offensive line sucks, but like the Denver Broncos, respectfully, they also
players
suck.
to have 4,000 passing yards. I mean, BetUS has like very unique NFL prop bets, and the best way to do it is get into it now. The most points scored, the Lions and the 49ers are the favorites. Wow, the Dolphins are actually not up at the top.
Yeah, I'm shocked. That actually is a nice bet there. Plus 1,600 for us to score the most points.
Yeah, if you put $50 on the Dolphins to be the highest scored offense in the NFL, you win $800. Now, they were not #1 last year, or were they? Because that's 70 points.
Yeah, we were #1 in the NFL.
Wow, so this is a big bet. Dolphins fans. Plus 1,600 for the Dolphins to replicate what they did last year. That's kind of crazy. So they have a lot of fun bets here. Most points conceded. Who's the worst defense? Players have 30+ passing touchdowns. Wow. Mahomes is favorited.
So you give me Josh Allen all day.
I don't know.
Plus
Dan.
150.
Plus
I don't know,
150. Oh, where's Tua? Plus 500.
Oh my
Dan,
gosh,
you
there's
lost
no
that.
digs.
Dan, you lost a lot of defensive players. Matt Milano injured. Maybe
Daniel
place a little
Jones is
bet there
last.
on the Bills.
Oh, don't worry. He gonna learn,
So,
Kobe.
Colby, you weren't even here, right? All right, listen, you weren't here when I said this, but listen. The Buffalo Bills are a very similar roster to the 2015 Carolina Panthers. Research it. That's the same trajectory we're going this year.
Oh,
Most rushing yards. Players have 1,000 rushing yards. Breece Hall is at minus 155. You love that.
Do you have a Ramondre on there? If not, that's absolutely wild. Considering he is their
A-Chain's
offense.
plus 220 to have 1,000 yards.
Now that is a nice bet to me.
Jadon Daniels for 1,000. Okay.
It's at plus 1,000. Josh Allen's at plus 800 to have 1,000 rushing yards, then.
He ain't get no 1,000.
Oh,
Worst
yeah.
regular season record. The Patriots are the favorite.
Not Carolina.
Wow. So
See that's how BetUS confuse you sometimes. So BetUS
players
confuse you.
to have 1,000
think
receiving yards. Wow, look at these. These are all favorable odds. Where's my boy?
Yeah,
Derek?
I got to start looking at these special props more. That's crazy.
This special, it's minus 1,600 for Tyreek to have 1,000 yards, which means you'd have to bet $1,600 to win $100.
That's still easy.
Yeah,
Did you make a
no.
parlay on this or no?
That's not easy because of the injury bug. You know that's the only way that'll get in the way. So
Can you only do one at a time, Richie, or can you do parlays? Because like, man, you take a parlay on like Tyreek.
Yeah, you could
CD,
probably do a
Justin,
parlay.
AJ.
So yeah, guys, make sure you sign up for BetUS.
Brandon Ayuk even money to get 1,000 yards.
Dan,
He's
you want to
going
get
to
the
the
timer
Steelers.
up before we bring in the Patreon members?
Let's bring up the timer, dude.
BetUS has really cool bets. I got a lot of bets placed already for this season.
Damn,
I
Richie
gotta
ain't
make
even
more.
started yet. I hope none of the players that you betted on get injured. That would be the worst.
That's what happened last year. I mean, my entire
Who did you bet on?
betting, I mean, everything on the Jets I bet derided on Rodgers and then him going down, right?
See,
I
that's
bet
why
on
you
their
also
win.
don't. That's why you also don't do your fantasy drafts too early because players get injured.
Oh yeah, my fantasy drafts are the week of first week because
Mine's
all
like the
that
day
stuff.
before the start of the regular season.
Yeah, I feel you on that, bro.
All right, you ready for this 2-minute timer, sir? Go
All
ahead.
right, who's ready for some? It's a SpongeBob reference. But who's ready for a Patreon member?
Let's
Bring
do
on.
it.
Bring them on. Let's sell.
Hey, what's up, boys? What's
What's up,
up?
man?
What's up? What's up?
I'm doing good. Doing fantastic preseason. First preseason game went around, and we're looking great. The Jets are looking great. But again, you don't want to take a lie in the preseason because it is just the preseason, TD. It is just the preseason, TD. Like because I see you on the huddle talking shit about the Bills when I've seen a lot of teams go 0-4 in the preseason and then go to the Super Bowl and win it. So stop talking so much shit about the preseason. Also, I wanted to say this. You talk so much shit about us Jets fans. We don't talk about the Dolphins. Don't talk about the Dolphins because we sweep you. Who sweep you, TD? Who sweep you? Who swept you?
Not the Jets.
No, the Bills. The Bills swept you. The Bills swept you. That's what I'm trying to get to. You can't talk shit about the Bills. I'm hearing you talking shit about the Bills, but you can't talk shit about the Bills. They swept you. Didn't they? They swept you. They swept your ass.
You're right, Lucille,
Yeah.
but that's the
Yeah,
past.
yeah, yeah,
Talk
yeah.
about the future.
No. Because when we talk about the Dolphins, you talk about us sweeping you. Trust you. Talking about you.
Hold on. Lucille, what team you repping?
The
I
Jets.
know what team he's repping.
You sounding like a Bills fan. What's up, man? Where your loyalty?
No. I'm just
Dan, it's
tired
not
of
the
you
timer.
talking so much shit about the Bills when you got swept. When you got swept by them.
See?
But we can't say anything about you. Say anything about your team because you swept us. Okay, we can't talk about you. We can't talk about you because you swept us. Fine. Okay, then don't talk about the Bills. Then don't talk about us. Don't talk about us.
Lucille,
Don't talk about.
It just sounds like you're hurt that we sweeped y'all, and now you just need something.
I'm not. That season's last season. I don't care. You swept us, fine. But I'm just saying, the thing that gets on my nerves. The thing that gets on my nerves is the counter arguments to what you say about your Dolphins, about how we can't talk shit about you, but you talk shit about the Bills every single week, every single day. So what's the deal? What's the deal, man?
Last thing,
points.
Why you in me and the Bills business?
Because I'm watching you talk about shit about my team, and talk about the Bills when the Bills
swept between me and the Bills. That's between me and the Bills. But when it comes between me and the Jets, you got swept, so you ain't got nothing to say.
But then you don't have nothing to say about the Bills.
But that's for Bills fans to tell me.
Okay, Bills fans.
Yeah,
all the Bills fans are in the Patreon.
You got nothing to say. You got swept, bro.
Oh man, whatever. That's the past.
Lascelles, way to be. How about that? Let him know.
Yeah, you just own TD. I like it.
Now, I own Dan for about 20 minutes.
Hello.
Like a half hour.
What up,
Glenn? Is in
Glenn?
the house.
Hey, you guys! I sent you a little.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
You got it. Thank you so much, Glenn.
It's for the quarterback thing. I'm tired of y'all arguing. Yeah. It's going this year. We don't settle it and see who had the better year.
Thank you.
And here's what scares y'all. We know what Josh Allen's going to be. Rodgers is an X factor. We don't know. You don't know what he's going to be. But see, what scares you is we know Tua can improve. And if Tua improves, y'all in trouble. Because unlike you, see, what Dan didn't tell anybody is, yes, his quarterback got 14 rushing touchdowns. But tell me, how many did your running back get?
Last year, I mean, normally Josh has more than the running backs. I'm not sure.
Why can't Josh Allen let the running backs do their job?
Hey, listen, that's not Josh Allen.
What would you rather have? What would you rather have? A quarterback that throws 30 touchdowns and running backs that score 30 touchdowns, or Josh Allen scoring 44 and your running back scoring 6?
Hey, Glenn, listen, man, you were preaching.
What would you rather have?
Nothing
he
more.
Don't care, Glenn.
To have a running back. I would love for that to happen, my friend. Trust me.
But your running back got 1,200 yards. He got 1,200 yards last year.
Dude, listen, man. Like, Cook had over 1,000 last year. He did his thing, and hopefully.
But he can't get running. He can't get rushing touchdowns because Josh Allen has to do all the work.
I know, and I'm not happy about that. That's what I've been saying.
Hey, you could keep your 44 touchdowns while Miami scored their 60, and then you could be happy about your little 44.
Okay.
See, look, one thing I'll say to Glenn, though, I love Glenn.
Yeah, listen, I love Glenn.
Tua could get better.
But hey, listen, once again, man, listen, like, people are like, damn, like, would you rather your running back have more touchdowns than your quarterback? Absolutely. Please.
No, you don't.
I would
want Josh Allen to have it all.
I would love for the Buffalo Bills to have a run game where Josh doesn't need to be 85% of the offense. Imagine.
Hey, look, look, the Dolphins defense, I'm just unbiased, spitting facts. Dolphins defense, look, it took a step back, obviously. Your offensive line that's protecting Tua, massive piece to your offensive success, definitely took a step backwards. I don't see what they added that's going to make Tua take this massive leap all of a sudden. If anything, he's going to take a step back because of how bad that O-line got.
No.
That's unbiased because we're gonna suck. We're gonna suck this upcoming season. So I don't care who's better.
He knows it.
Care who's better. See,
Darren with the $10. Bills run the division until proven otherwise. I don't believe in cold weather. Tua and 100-year-old barbecue chicken Achilles, Aaron Rodgers, and below the basement Patriots, respectfully. All right, Darren, keep that energy when Aaron Rodgers comes scorched earth this year. Let's freaking go. Appreciate the super chat, man. Mobile's in the house.
Okay, that was a funny super chat.
100%
barbecue Achilles Aaron Rodgers. That was funny. What's up, guys?
What's good?
I want to have my fun with Dan, mess with him a little bit, though. Say Josh Allen's the worst quarterback in the division. Put Drake May over him, but I can't because Glenn said that Josh Allen. Why can't Josh Allen let the running backs do what the running backs do? Because then you're contradicting yourself. Because you can sit there and say they on Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson, that's part of his game. He can run and he can throw. Josh Allen's the same thing, but Josh Allen's built like Cam. Do I think though Josh Allen's the best QB? No, I'm also gonna say Rodgers. Honestly, on what he's surrounded by, I honestly would take a fully healthy TD, a fully healthy Tua over Josh.
Oh, you're not.
Josh, I would have 3.
This guy understands. Get this man a trophy.
I'm just being honest.
Get this man a trophy.
You're nuts, man. You're nuts. You're nuts.
Yeah.
I like Josh Allen in the playoffs. Different conversation. I'm taking Josh Allen. Josh Allen, definitely.
And by the way, Lamar Jackson 9 less turnovers. Just saying.
So let me ask you this: would you take Tua on the Dolphins, or would you take Josh Allen on the Dolphins?
Tua, we need accuracy, timing, offense. We need accuracy.
This is a question from Up Files right now.
We already run the ball well. We already run the ball
Allen's weapons.
Yeah.
That then I'll give you though. I'll give you Josh Allen though because his weapons are great. The weapons will be good. But again, though,
every single Dolphins fan would agree with you that
I honestly can see that
Allen would be way better with the Dolphins' offense.
Stop it! His accuracy, man.
Then let me ask this though: would you take Josh? You can sit there and ask them though. Would you take Josh Allen though with the Jets' weapons or Aaron Rodgers with Josh Allen's weapons?
Oh, without that. All right, listen. Here's how it goes. All right, you were to swap Rodgers and Josh on both teams, same weapons. I think that they finish very similarly, right? If you were to put Tua on the Buffalo Bills, that team would win 4 games. Easy.
I think I see him win maybe a little bit more.
No. Back up. This is why. No. This is why this is disrespectful. Look at Tua first. Look at Tua first 2 seasons when he wasn't playing as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
We won 9 and 10 games with a much less roster than what Buffalo got now. Stop the cap, Dan. When your defense only allowing 15.1 in your wins, Tua would have won 13 games with the Buffalo Bills roster. You need to stop that mess.
I guess we'll never know.
Two things I'll say though, Dan. You better stop comparing your season to Cam's 2015 year with the Panthers because yes, he played well and won MVP. But he lost in the Super Bowl, so you ain't winning the Super Bowl then this year.
Yeah, it might be the same season.
I mean, down the dunk team, you're still winning games.
I'll be honest with you, man. I'd be fine just making the Super Bowl at this point. Just
shout out to Buffalo.
Just get me that. Get me that, baby.
You want to get there to lose?
Yeah, you see their expectations
now, Ben.
They accept their long-term fate. They know they never win in the Super Bowl.
Don't worry about it, man. If we make the Super Bowl, we're winning. Obviously, I'm just happy to be there.
I don't know.
NFL Refs fan comes with the $5. Can we all just agree the Bills won't win a Super Bowl and Dolphins won't win a playoff game?
No,
that is true because the New York Jets are winning the Super Bowl.
Quality.
The first part is right.
Richie, fun fact. And so the Colts won the AFC East more recently than the Jets have.
All right, Dan. I mean, Darren with the $10. Glenn saying you wouldn't take a quarterback that has a passer rating of 110 and 3,000 yards, 31 touchdowns, and 5 picks, and 11 games against your favorite team is the reason why your team sucks. Darren coming out there with another $10 yellow super chat.
Darren, thank you, man.
Oh,
guys,
y'all this
guys,
shit.
don't forget you can also
you
can hit the like button and comment on super chat. So if you like a specific super chat, hit the like button on the super chat and reply to it and tell them how you feel about it.
Yeah, if it makes you laugh.
You know, Richie, real quick before we get the next person. You know, the one thing that we all overlook. You know, we talked about these rankings. We tried to make the Dolphins versus Buffalo and all that stuff. But you know, why do we ignore the fact that the Jets are going to be miles better than the Buffalo Bills as well this year? Why do we not talk about that enough?
Because until proven otherwise,
stop it. They gonna dominate y'all, Dan.
Dude, listen, until proven otherwise, like I said, the Jets have not won the division since 2002, and so the Colts have won it more recently.
Oh my goodness.
Than the New York Jets.
When you think about it, y'all have zero advantage on y'all roster over the Jets.
We have a better quarterback. That's all that matters.
Debatable, but that's my point. Even if I was to crazily concede that, tell me one area on y'all roster where y'all better than the Jets.
I just told you, the quarterback.
Is that all you got? Y'all gonna sweep them, Richie. Y'all gonna sweep them, Richie. Congratulations, Jets.
Well, I mean, Someone's got to beat us in this division, TD. It's definitely not going to be the Dolphins. I mean, listen, I've said for the past couple of years, I've given nothing but respect for the Jets. I always have them chalked down for a split. I still see that happening. I hope we sweep them.
If you can't beat them,
I don't want to be sad in MetLife Stadium 2 years in a row on Monday Night Football. I would be happy to, but I mean, I give the edge to the Jets at home, and I'd give the edge to the Bills.
No,
right at Highmark Stadium, man.
If you can't sweep
the Bills in Highmark is very difficult. Beating the Bills in Highmark is very difficult.
That is true.
Gentlemen,
Anthony,
how you guys doing this evening? It's good to see you guys again.
This is the man that represents Bills Mafia. Like, I mean, he just like I can't even put the words. Like, you're like Bills Mafia in a person.
I'll tell you what. Look at I think it was year 2000. I believe it was the New York Giants and the Baltimore Ravens, where they were wild card teams and they went to the Super Bowl. I believe the Giants have done that more times than a lot of other teams since 2000, to be quite frank. And I'm a Bills fan by all means, but my dad's a big Giant fan. But anyways, it doesn't matter what happens in the regular season. What matters is in the playoffs. If we get to the playoffs and we get to beat them damn Chiefs, we're going to the Super Bowl. Simple as that.
And then we got to MetLife.
You're not beating the Chiefs. You need another team to do it, so you need to avoid them at all costs.
We need Buffalo. We need Josh Allen to go. We need Josh Allen to go to Kansas City and show those Kansas City Chiefs that we can beat them in Arrowhead. I love you, Jamie. I love you, Jamie. We got a 30-pack on this.
Oh my gosh!
30-pack on this?
Yeah,
I love that bet.
30 rack, baby. I love
Anthony and King Jamie got a 30 rack on that.
He said, "Go to the Chiefs and win." Oh my gosh!
Hey, the Jets are a good team too. I think that the Jets are going to be a team where Buffalo's going to have to play the best ball against the Jets. Simple as that.
I hope, man.
Miami, I see Buffalo beat Miami 2 times this year. The Jets being split. I see the Patriots. They could be a spoiler to the Buffalo Bills, possibly. It's at the end of the season. The Patriots are playing for their lives next year.
Every single week.
They lost Judon. Judon is a beast. Colby, I feel bad for you guys, man.
It makes no sense, right? It makes no sense why we traded him, right? I mean, I guess he's 32, but give me two more good years of Judon. Retire.
Yeah.
What I needed. It's what I needed.
Anthony, we appreciate you, man. Have a great rest of your night.
Hey, appreciate you. Thank you. Good night, all of you.
Appreciate Anthony. Bro. What a beast, man. I mean,
he is the man.
That's a Bills fan. You know who else is a big Bills fan? Who represents Bills Mafia?
Is he?
What's up? So I remember I heard all this blasphemy from TD about the Bills, and it's crazy. Like we lost all these players on defense. We have 9 returning starters on defense. Nine of the defenders are returning from last year, so that's nonsense. Then on offense, we lost Diggs. Cool. We went and got a bunch of different guys who are going to be able to split the ball and not bitch about it on the sidelines. The turnover-worthy plays thing matters. It really does matter. And then back to the defense, the secondary Buffalo Bills are outstanding at corner. Bills had 3 corners in the top 17. Christian Benford, Rasul Douglas, and Taron Johnson, all top 17. The Jets did too, so we're about even with them there. 2 of our guys finished ahead of theirs, and they got sauce. So he's number 3. So I'm not sure where all this is coming from. Like, we've lost so many players. Get out of here. Of our defense, 9 returning starters on that defense. Taylor Rapp was on the team last year, and when he had to play, you remember Taylor Rapp, don't you, TD?
Mm-hmm.
That Week 18 game where Tua threw that game losing interception.
I thought that was Sierra Neal.
No, that was Taylor Rapp. That was Taylor Rapp who caught that game-winning interception. Go ahead, look it up. Trust me. I'm talking right now. So you got 30 seconds to look it up. Taylor Rapp caught that game-winning pick. Sarah Neal sucks. He's not even here no more.
Stop it.
He's good. He was a good special teamer. That's about it. He wasn't good on defense. He was trash on defense. He was a liability on defense.
Better than DeMar Hamlin.
No, he wasn't. Absolutely not.
It's funny how y'all putting y'all hope in DeMar Hamlin this year.
Oh, I'm not putting my hope in DeMar Hamlin. I hope somebody else takes his job, but he's better than Saran Neal. Like, what the hell are you talking about? Saran Neal. Serenity and Hamlin last year. Hamlin last year had his issues because he come off that near-death experience. That's a problem. If you think an ACL is a mental hurdle, try dying on the field and then coming back. That dude had a faster respawn time than Jesus.
Hold on.
So,
was he ever good though?
Hamlin, yeah, when he was playing that season, he was in there for Micah Hyde since week 2 that year when he got hurt playing the Dolphins, and he played very well. He played very well. He wasn't all pro or really like excellent, but he was good. He just wasn't great. He wasn't bad by any stretch.
Well, he got Tyreek and Waddle this year.
You going up against Bills Mafia is something else.
They delusional, man, and I can't wait for week 2. Week 2 gonna settle it all.
Let's be honest. None of the teams in this division are going to the Super Bowl. Maybe
Stop,
they'll be.
Kobe.
Hey,
look.
You just want misery to enjoy company.
Don't bring us down with you, bro. Don't bring us down with you.
Whoa. I'm unbiased. Again. I know we're not going to be competitive. Why do I care who goes to the Super Bowl or wins? I'm telling you who the Super Bowl winner is going to be right now. Or maybe not the winner, but I'm going to tell you who's going to at least represent the AFC. It's going to be the Baltimore Ravens.
It's going to be the New York Football Jets, and let them know why, King Lowski.
Oh, here we go.
AFC East Roundtable, gentlemen, how are we doing this evening?
Good.
Excellent.
That could be better.
Good. Now that we got the pleasantries out the way, let's get down to business. I hear a lot of blasphemy from this roundtable, but I'm glad y'all got y'all fire back because it was getting real disgraceful. So let me start with this fool Dan Mitchell. Let me tell you something, Dan Mitchell, with your second-rate players over there. Your secondary is done, okay? Them players, as he done said, don't nobody know them fools. We know Rasul Douglas because of Green Bay. We don't know nothing about no Rasul Douglas and no damn Buffalo. That washed up bum. What? Are you kidding me? That washed up secondary and the washed up wide receivers y'all got. And the overrated trash Allen bum. Okay? We ain't worried about no damn Buffalo. Sit Buffalo the hell down. You don't believe in the Dan Mitchell, okay? Talking about, the grin is back. The grin ain't never gonna be back. You're gonna be short again because your quarterback ain't gonna win no MVP and you ain't gonna win no damn Super Bowl. Let me say this to you, damn Kobe. I told you this was coming, son. Okay? The bottom of the basement is cold, and you look depressed over there, praying on the downfall for the rest of the division. You look depressed, son. Okay? Judon was the best thing you had smoking, and now he's gone. You ain't got nothing over there. Absolutely nothing. Okay? Trash. Complete trash. And you're gonna stay trash for about 50 more years. You can best believe that, son. You can best believe that. Okay? Hey, TD, did you enjoy the video? Did you enjoy your clip? Did you enjoy everybody seeing you exposed to glazing over the Jets?
That's AI.
Did you enjoy that?
AI.
AI my ass. AI my ass, son. Okay? We know you love them Jets, baby. And let me tell you something. Your blasphemous butt gonna sit up there and call Aaron Rodgers trash and have him number 2 on your damn list for somebody who washed up and trash. The audacity of you, son. Don't worry about it. Because at the end of the day, at the end of the day, we gonna beat y'all so bad because y'all off. Hey, let me ask you a question. Did y'all lose somebody else on the offensive line? Did y'all lose another piece? Another damn piece on the offensive line. Am I right or wrong? Am I right or wrong?
Next man up.
Yeah, next man. Yeah, okay. Yeah, when JJ come around that edge, and that boy come, and them boys coming, and that boy cue ball coming up in that middle, you gonna be in trouble. Hey, tell Tua to put back on that weight because I'm telling you, we coming for his butt. JTS, Just your shit.
Hey,
Lester Cotton got him.
Let's
Loki
go,
said they
man.
coming for his butt, man. Come on.
Lester Cotton gonna protect him. We good.
Lester
Hey,
Cotton.
King Lowski, bro. We got two kings, and guess what? Both the kings have something in common. King Cat and King Lowski. You know what they got in common? Jets fans, baby. Let's freaking
I feel like
go.
to say you're a king, I mean, you got to actually, at the very least, win a playoff game first, right? I mean,
That's true, Richie.
you can't crown yourself a king before you
we
actually.
won a playoff game. I mean, more recently the Dolphins. Darren with a super chat. TD Finns hiding behind the Jets after now realizing Allen puts MVP numbers on your teams is pure comedy. Death, taxes, and Bills sweeping Miami. You can't count it. TD. We can split with BBQ Chicken Rogers. Darren with another $10 super chat. And doubling down on the
week
chicken.
Week 2.
You know, guys,
we ain't gotta wait long.
You know, guys, for the NFL season this upcoming year, with how bad we're gonna be, I might as well just host the AFC East Roundtable. I might as well just come in AFC East Roundtable background like I do on Tuesdays. I'm gonna do the AFC East Roundtable professional shirt just like I do on my roundtables on Tuesdays.
That's how
might
we're
as well
gonna
just
do
do
it
it here. Might as well.
I like that idea. Henny with the $2. Do Bills fans really think they got better?
Thank you. Yeah, they do for some reason. It baffles me.
Dan, is that true? Do y'all think you got better this offseason?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
See?
Yeah, listen, we're the 2015 Bills, bro.
Oh my God. You
Glenn
know
with
what?
the $10.
Dan been saying a lot of stuff with a straight face lately. Like he been going to some classes. You've been taking some classes.
It's true.
Some acting
Glenn,
classes.
Miami can't be good teams. Miami lost to 5 playoff teams. You know, Bills lost to 5 non-playoff teams. If they would have won
That's true.
3 of those 5 games, they would have had best record in AFC
That's
and a
true.
week off.
You lost to Denver. You lost to the Patriots. You lost to some of the worst teams in the league.
He's coping, but once again, your team failed you when it mattered most in November and December. So
Izzy, he had Tyreek and Waddle in 2022.
And he put up big time numbers, better than Josh Allen.
Darren, another super chat. Thank you so much for the kind super chats, even though you're calling my quarterback barbecue chicken. The Colts having more AFC's division titles than the Jets is crazy. All right, Darren. I'm thanking you for the super chats, and then you come out here with this. Izzy, washed up, our wide receivers and secondary are young.
Yeah.
Young, inexperienced. That's the problem.
He says again, we didn't get better or worse. We changed a little. That's what Izzy said.
Oh, we got better.
We got better. Andy's in the chat as I'm not in the chat, on the show, as TD's daddy.
What's going on, guys?
What's going on, Andy?
What up, man?
TD, you got some fucking nerve. I'll tell you that. The nerve to sit up here and tell Jet fans to be humble because they can't beat you when you got the nerve when Josh Allen has put 13 on you. How many in a row?
The defense did, not him.
Oh, come
Wait,
on.
is that true, Andy?
Guess what?
The
If
Bills
he'd
have
won
beat the
there,
Dolphins
we ain't winning
13
those
straight?
games. I don't give a fuck what little cherry pick stat you want to pull out. In the end of the day, come September 12th, Josh Allen's going to pull his dick out and slap you with it.
I love that, Andy.
Andy.
Oh, damn.
Week 2, Andy. We'll settle all this, man. But you know what? You just make sure
we will settle it, and you'll be the one screaming behind your chair. Your wife having to come in to give you relaxing tea, and I'm going to be laughing, recording all of it.
Yeah, let me
like it always is.
Yeah. I'm gonna make sure I remember this, Andy.
Death, taxes, and Josh Allen kicking the shit out of the Miami Dolphins. The only guarantees in life.
That's right.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see this year. Different. Y'all ain't
this year, just like it was last year, and
So
it was
you
the
think
year
y'all got
before
better?
that,
So
and
you
it was
think
the
your
year
team got
before
better?
that, and it was
You
the year
think you're
before
better?
that.
You think
Enjoy
your team
your
better this
wings.
year?
Enjoy 25 years of not winning a fucking playoff game. I'm so over you coming on here every year saying the same shit and it being wrong every single time.
I don't be wrong. It just be circumstances change.
What?
The more things change, the more they stay the same.
Yeah, but you know what, Andy? Listen, is your team better this year, Andy? Yes or no?
Yes.
Addition by subtraction.
Absolutely.
Lies. Y'all need to stop.
Hey, Andy, listen, man. We're the Carolina
You don't know
Panthers
what's
and
coming to you.
Book it.
That means you
Hey,
lose
look,
the Super Bowl then.
Andy had a great point, though. I mean, look, the truth is that the Patriots have beat the Buffalo Bills more recently than the Miami Dolphins. How about that?
Yeah, because it was just last year. You know what, Kobe? But the insulting part about that is, why in the heck did the Bills lose to the Patriots last year?
More insulting. If you guys are so good, why couldn't you even squeak out one of those wins?
We swept y'all.
Izzy with another super chat was talking Hamlin, not Tua, about Reek and Waddle.
His previous comment.
Well, thank you guys. We had 51 total super chats. Very, very generous of you guys. Over 500 people watching live right now. Were we able to hit the goal? Did we surpass the AFC Roundtable? Let's double check before we get out of here. No, we did not. Guys, we have 536 likes right now.
How many did they have?
600 and let me double check the live because there's people watching.
Well, Richie, keep in mind too,
they did theirs in 24 hours.
Yeah, it's also been 24 hours.
But I don't care. All right, 680 likes on the AFC West Roundtable. I better wake up tomorrow and see it surpass that. 680 likes on the AFC West.
1,000 likes are coming on in, baby.
So guys, hit the like button because guess what? Football's back. All right, football's back. We got week 2 of the preseason coming up, and then all of a sudden week 1's gonna be right around the corner. Thank you guys so much for all the support that you show here on the channel. Got to give a big shout out again to BetUS Sportsbook for powering today's show. If you guys did not already, make sure you open up your account on BetUS Sportsbook by simply clicking the link at the top of the description. 125% sign-up bonus on your first 3 deposits. It is the sportsbook that BetUS that we are using in BetUS here on the AFC's roundtable, across all the roundtables, all across the networks. I have a lot of bets already placed. You guys can do a lot of fun things on there, including a casino. So definitely go take advantage of BetUS.
Michael Vick at BetUS.com. Catch an incredible 125% sign-up bonus on your first 3 deposits, plus 10% gambler's insurance. BetUS, my online sportsbook and casino.
Hell yeah.
Glenn says, do you know Miami wins their first 3 games? They lost the 4th game of the season.
Yeah, in the Bills, we play in the 2nd game. So buckle up, baby.
Damn. Well, it's going to be a movie. We're at 568 likes. Can we get to 600 before the show ends? Let's go.
How many we got?
600 and...
You said 58?
Oh, wait. We have 5... Let's refresh this with live exact. 569. Nice.
Hit that like button.
Richie, let me tell you too, as someone who hosts the AFC West, I mean, 2 weeks in, they're getting pretty confident that they are the best fan base, the best division out there. And I was like, I don't know, man. I don't know. The AFC East Roundtable, those are crazy. So you know what? It doesn't matter right now if you're a Dolphins fan, the Jets fan, Bills, or Patriots fan. Right now, we got to all come together and just prove to the rest of the roundtable that the AFC East is where it's at.
AFC East is where it's at. It's where it all started, baby.
They're second best, but they're not the best. AFC East will always dominate. And
always. All right, folks. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Shout out to BetUS for powering the show, and thank you all for the love on the AFC's Roundtable. We're going to leave you with an excellent video made by our truly Dan Mitchell with another proud sponsor. Have a great night, guys.
Now, you'll probably notice that half of our representatives at Roundtable Sports always have their undies in a bunch when it comes to their favorite NFL team. And listen, I'm sure that they're getting sick of that feeling where they're feeling a wedgie rather than a warm hug. Maybe they want to say goodbye to uncomfortable chafing and hello to the softest underwear they will ever wear. Well, folks, let me introduce you to Shinesty.com, the underwear company that is here to revolutionize the underwear game. Let's be honest, life is too short for boring undies. These are so soft, y'all. You won't even realize you're wearing them. With the moisture-wicking technology and a perfect fit that never rides up, you'll quite literally feel like your balls are floating on a cloud all day long. And look at some of these absolute designs. And get this, folks. If you use our code at checkout, you can get an additional 15% off your order, RTS15. Remember, supporting our sponsors is a way to support us over at Roundtable Sports. So stop neglecting your balls and give them the gift of Shinesty underwear. Link is in description.
Let's go, baby. We'll see you guys next week. We appreciate you all big time. NFC East Roundtable live tomorrow night. And then the Jets Roundtable is returning tomorrow. Mia and Matt O'Leary. Can't wait for that. Shout out to BetUS for powering today's show. And Izzy, thank you for the final super chat. Peace, folks.